Live.
Yo, yo, yo! This is the DirectX Hotline presents the Heroic Vibrations Cross. Let's talk about it. Know what I'm
Woo.
saying? And we
And
about to get off tonight. We're gonna say some crazy shit. We're gonna say some bugged out shit. But before we get into that, let me introduce some of the panelists and whatnot. Dude, it's a special occasion, people. I got the Don King of Xbox with me today, bro. All right, so fucking yo, Erock, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hey guys, what's going on, man? It's always great to be here. Uh, Hopefully my internet won't time out tonight like it usually does. We'll have a smooth show. We got a lot to talk about, man, and let's get it. Let's get it.
That's what's up, man. And also, we got the ghost with the most, the Ghost Rider 730. Yo, introduce yourself.
yo, it's your boy Ghost Rider 730. Today we gonna get lit. I know y'all enjoyed yesterday because it was live and direct. It got crazy yesterday, y'all, but today's gonna be a special show, y'all.
Definitely, definitely, man. That's the mastermind from the Let's Talk About It, know what I'm saying? Podcast. And we also have with us one of the masterminds behind the Heroic Vibrations podcast, Mr. Triple Cup Chuck himself. Yo, introduce
And I'm
yourself to
up,
everybody.
and I'm up and away. I'm diving, man. I'm ready to do this here, man. I was at work this morning, right? Man.
Oh no.
I'm listening to the show, and that was so hyped up. I was in the work this morning.
No! You keep
I'm
cutting
like,
in and
man,
out, Chuck.
huh?
You keep cutting in and out. You kept saying, I was at work this morning. Then you just like a long pause. And then I was
Okay,
at work
man.
this morning. And then another long
Yeah.
pause.
No, huh? Damn, y'all can hear me now, though, huh?
Yeah, I hear you now. So what's up, man? You was at work
Oh,
this morning and what happened?
yeah. I was at work this morning, and I was listening to the podcast from yesterday. And man, y'all was going so hyping out, like, man, I wish I could have been in there. I even had to pause the show at work to give my impression to my damn self, then unpause and say, let's continue this thing. I'm talking about y'all was lit last night. Anybody, if y'all missed the show from last night, a must see episode.
Hell yeah. It's classic.
It,
Wow.
Yep.
I don't know what to say, bro.
man, hey, and the crazy part, I'm not lying. I'm dead serious. I'm literally while I was listening to the podcast this morning, I was
Yeah.
pausing. I was going in when 100 was going in. I was like, oh shit, here it go. And all of a sudden it said, turn left. I said, yep, there you go. That's the direct X I'm talking about.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man.
I was at work today, Chuck. No lie, man. I was listening to the podcast dying. I was rolling. My friends like my boys in there like, yo, what you laughing at? Because I had the earpiece and shit, the iPod earpiece. And I was like, nah, nothing, man. I was just rolling to myself, like, yo, yesterday was lit, bro. It was crazy. So it went left. But yo, that's how it is, man. Sometimes things go on like that. But anyway, before anything, y'all, I would like to say shout outs to 100, bro. Shout outs to 100, bro. And definitely collab, man. For y'all gamers out there, man, and whoever's streaming in and watching right now, man, I would like to give, God bless to Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel, basically. He made a lot of my favorite superhero characters like the Hulk, Spider-Man, and stuff like that, and he passed away today, you know?
Yeah. That's definitely unfortunate, man. I mean, the man has had an incredible career, bro. An incredible career ever since the 60s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dude was an editor. Eventually, he became the editor in chief for Marvel Comics because he's just creating so many damn characters. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the dude that created the fucking X-Men, people. Fantastic Four, Avengers. I mean,
Yep.
dude, he created so much shit. It's just ridiculous. Imagine he created so many characters, he even forgot some of the characters he created, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because one time they was asking him, yo, you going to do a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy? He's like, nah, I ain't creating none of them. And yet the guy that interviewed him actually said, little did Stan Lee know he actually created Groot in Strange Tales number so and so and so. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Right? But that was a one shot though. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why Stanley might have forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Because he created that one character for one story he did, right? Which featured Groot. And yet some other writer down the line, right, decided to cherry pick that character and use him for Guardians of the Galaxy. All
Ooh.
right, so that's just the way Marvel Comics works and whatnot, which is kind of cool. Any creator could create a character, and anybody else could jump in on the bandwagon. All right, but I want to hear from E-Rock, though, man. What are your thoughts?
Uh, I grew up with contrary to popular belief, I grew up with Marvel comics back in
Mm-hmm.
the late '70s, early '80s. Back when going to 7-Eleven and 7-Eleven covered we sell a comic book at a cheaper price. And I grew up with Spider, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and all of that. It's a huge loss. Comic world respected by everybody, man. He's respected by everybody, man.
E-Rock, you breaking up. You sound low.
Yeah, rest in peace, man, and thank you for everything. He was fantastic.
Yes, he was. Amen, man. That man was. He did a lot of things, man. He lived up to 95, if I'm not mistaken. That's a beautiful life.
Yeah.
He lived a long time. He got to see his creation just blow up. You seen the Hulk movies. You seen the Spider-Man movies out there. You seen the
Yeah.
Fantastic Fours.
You
You
even
seen
saw Infinity War, man. That's what's up.
exactly, bro. And to see Infinity Wars, that's just a blessing in itself, man. And God bless that brother. You know, he's gonna be missed, man. Trust me. Like that was a legend, man. He was a Jew, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Jew, and the thing that one thing I did like about Stan Lee is his personality, just his regular personality, the way he carried himself. He was an upright person. Where you never heard nothing bad Stan Lee did toward no one. I mean, I used to watch like some of his documentaries, and I'd be like, man, I like the way he carried himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an older dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, he like in his late. When I seen the documentary, I think he had to be like in his 80s then. And he, when his wife was still alive, and he used to grab her, they used to be dancing and stuff. I said, man, he still got moves and stuff like that. He was enjoying life. He lived a good life. The only thing that I did not like was like, you know what I'm saying, before he died. I put it out there, and I know some other people put it out there, and I just was trying to get the word across. But how they was trying to handle Stan Lee after all this stuff that he did. They've been having all these people doing all these terrible things to this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
heard people were stealing his blood, and you was hearing that the people at the nursing homes were talking about he was raping on women and all types of stuff that he wasn't doing. And they had this other then his daughter. I mean, I hope she. I ain't gonna say I hope nothing bad toward her, but you know what I'm saying, that money. I know that money is not for her the way Stan Lee was talking. Like, he really put a limit to his daughter because the way she never had to work for nothing, and she was a brat, and he knew she was a brat. So that's why he didn't give her the company and stuff like that. So I'm just hoping that they let that man rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He up there with his wife. You know what I'm saying? Probably two-stepping right now. So he was a person that, you know what I'm saying, he was an icon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was one of those people that he brought all people together, not Americans, not people from Japan, not China, not Russia. He brought all people around the world together.
Worldwide.
He had every type of character, and like Kaleidoscope, man, we was talking right before we came live. He was the creator of Black Panther. Now, a lot of people don't know that, but he was like the actual, you know what I'm saying? He the one put the ink to the paper for Black Panther. So a lot of people don't know that. Now that's a skill fact that y'all should recognize, that he made a mark on this universe, and he will be missed by all.
Yes.
Definitely, bro. And as far as like Black Panther, I mean, he ain't just create any character, because he could have just created a black character just in the hood or whatever. Know what I'm saying? Like Luke Cage came out in the '70s later on. But nah, he created a freaking king from Africa, from a technologically advanced city. I mean, he wasn't thinking simple things. He was thinking out the box, yo, because he knows what's up, huh?
And that
Know
was
what I'm
back in
saying?
the 60s, right?
Yeah, that was back in the '60s, man. To think that this Jewish man from the '60s had the foresight to create one of the most popular characters in Marvel Comics, yo. It's freaking crazy, man.
In
All
that
right.
time period too. Think about it, Kaladi. Man, you know how, back in those days, with the racial tension, and you know what I'm saying, it just the whole concept of him doing a black character that's smarter than all the other white characters, that's like you say, technologically advanced around, you know what I'm saying, over everybody else. For him to actually come up with an idea like that, that is unheard of, even to
Yes.
this day.
Well, yeah, like you said earlier before we started the podcast, that man didn't have a racist bone in his body.
You got, you guys. I'm assuming you're talking about Stan Lee, right?
Yes, we're
good
talking
with the
about
heat
Stan
back.
Lee, son. Yep.
Hey, well, you gotta understand, Stan Lee comes from a Jewish ethnic background. Obviously, he was Jewish. So I'm pretty sure he was a victim, or someone in his ancestries were victim firsthand of, the
Holocaust.
discrimination and the racism that his people went through, during the Holocaust, during those times of misery and so much prejudice and pure, evil, basically, So I think when he came in, he wanted to basically give that expression as easy as he could in his own way, but using him behind all these worlds and characters and things of that nature that come with comic book and comic book lifestyle in the comic book world. Yeah. Because like video games, comic books were looked at as a something bad in that era, back in the 60s, 40s, 30s, even up to the 70s, and maybe even early 80s. Like if you look when you read comic books, there's something wrong with you. You're a degenerate. You're antisocial. Take that kid to church. He's got a demon inside him, or something like that. Just like video games, it was the same conceptual idea. Even of so much negativity. And I think the best part and the beauty of this whole story wrapping up and coming to an end with Stan Lee is that he finally got his dues. It was late in his game and late in his career, but he got his dues as a master of his art, a craftsman of his art, of what he did. And he shared it with all of us, with every single one of us here in this panel. And like a lot of you were saying before I came in around the world, everybody could identify with him. Everybody could understand his lingo, if for lack of a better term, his lingo through comics, and these awesome comic book characters. Because most people didn't even know what something like Black Panther was. Oh, what's Black Panther? And then, obviously, with the expansion of the Marvel universe and being able to bring it into cinema, whether we all may like all the characters or not is irrelevant. It connected us in a medium and in a deeper sense, right? I just feel absolutely privileged and honored that I had the gift of growing up in the era where Stan Lee, brought these magical moments to all of us that we were able to experience and share, and connected us together, even though we never even knew each other or didn't live to, we didn't have social media. We just connected with our friends after school, hanged out in parlors, playing, pool or in the arcades, reading or sharing comics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we grew up in that era.
A lot of the things you're saying are really true, just in a certain sense that the way Stan Lee wrote characters and whatnot. Think about it. A lot of them were outcasts. The X-Men, outcast. Yeah. Spider-Man, a nerdy outcast.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Fantastic Four, cursed with these powers, right? Know what I'm saying? They were all outcasts of a certain sense. And a lot of teens sympathized with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As kids growing up, we was reading this stuff, and every now and then some kid felt like an outcast and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They reading a certain comic book, they feel uplifted. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude gets the girl at the end and whatnot, or the dude has problems, so you always see him wisecracking like fucking Peter Parker and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows everybody that he goes up against to basically whip his ass. So motherfucker gets nervous and starts wisecracking. Right? I mean,
I think that was one of his goals too. Yeah, I think what is one of his goals that as you were saying, so that you put. I think one of his goals was to make kids that were maybe not always that fit in, or that weren't always popular, or that didn't have a lot of friends like some other kids were fortunate to have, to feel like an escape, like being an outcast made you special. Made you identify with your own self differently than everybody else usually does,
Yeah, he paved the roadmap for things that came out later, like the Runaways, another bunch of outcasts.
Yeah, so it's almost like with video games in a sense. If you connect them in the sense that us here, right, particularly in the panel, we all have a really sense of love and appreciation for all types of games, right? Like something like CFD is that a lot of people are like, oh no, well it's not good, it's corny, it's this and that. But it's because I think that we grew up so in that era with all those things that we followed that made us appreciate things for what they were. Everything we received and because it was a gift that we were getting from all these artists and all these creators, it was a gift. You know, it was their body of work that they were gifting to us, the audience, showing us, right, that there were so many different ways and venues and things that we can learn to appreciate. That it just didn't have to be so. Everything didn't have to be so one-dimensional or rudimentary. You know, for lack of a better term, again, like I said, you know, and that's what made it great. And that's what makes gaming great, because it's a canvas for artists and for stories and you know for all kinds of things. And I think that's why we all have that appreciation, that we can relate with something like Sea of Thieves the same way we can relate with something like, let's say, Detroit. You know what I'm trying to say? We appreciate it for what it has. It has a good story, even though it may not have gameplay. It has an immersive gameplay, even though it may not have a lot of cinematic moments. You know, you get the point of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why. Here, particularly us, around our circle, we are the way we are. We feel the way we feel about a lot of things, whether it's movies, whether it's games, because we try to identify with everything, because we respect everything for what it is, for where it comes from, individually, as opposed to putting it all under the same moniker and being, oh yeah, this got to be like this, it's got to have the same feel, same style. If not, it's not great, because it's not the masses, or it's not the general consensus, you know. So yeah, man. To Stan Lee, it was a gift to everyone. You knew once his wife died, it was gonna hit him hard, because he immediately changed after that. And it's sad that most of the time that a lot of these great people, towards the end of their life or career, you see that they get hit the hardest by people showing like stupidity, like they were trying to say his daughter was mistreating him, you know, and he said that it wasn't true. Yep. But you know, may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace wherever he may be. And I think we lost, you know, one of the most, you know, humbled, for lack of a better term, because you never really see them acting like he's better than anyone ever. And everyone has nothing but great stories about him. One of the most humbled artists and masters of their craft from our generation and before, you know. And it's one of those. He's one of those people that you're only going to see once or twice in your whole lifetime. You're not going to be able to just, you know, replicate what he's done. You know, you just can't. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this, guys. The last time we're going to see him, I went to the movies and I got to see him in Venom, guys. Went to the theater, seen him in Venom walking the dog. And I was like, oh, snap, it's Stan Lee. Like, you just get that thrill when you always see him. You always got something to see in the movies and stuff like that. And it lets you know that he was that dude, man, the creator, man. And it's like, wow, he was a master.
Stan Lee actually filmed. He actually filmed quite a few cameos too. They had announced that. So because they knew, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, he was in his mid-90s, bro. I'm saying 95 years, bro.
95 years, man. That's a life.
And last year, I think he had a heart bypass, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know what I'm saying? It's I mean, I'm glad he was able to pull all that out. I mean, he's had a prolific career. To me, people, he's just as big as Walt Disney. All right? He's just as big as Walt Disney. What Walt Disney did for animation, Stan Lee did for comic books.
Yep.
All right? And now all these comic books is cartoons and movies, yo. Some of the most popular cartoons and movies the world over. Right? Until DC catches up. But some of the most popular Marvel, you know, the popular DC's going up there though, man. Don't get me wrong, because Aquaman's about to drop, and man, I can't wait to see Aquaman, bro. I mean, I cannot wait. All right, I mean, everything that they're doing so far, from the Titans to what they're doing on the CW to Batwoman coming out on the CW shows, I'm like, what? I was like, dude, I gotta see this,
next week too, huh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, dude, I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? For Stanley, yeah, my condolences to his family and everything.
Yep.
And mad kudos, yo. The guy was just as big as Walt Disney, in my eyes, bro.
Right.
You know
He
what I'm
won't
saying?
live.
Because
He won't
I
live
wasn't
forever.
watching a lot of Disney cartoons when I was little. I was reading a lot of Marvel comics though.
Yep, I had comics when I was younger, and my older cousin had so many Spider-Man comics. It wasn't he had dressing drawers full of Spider-Man comics. He was a Spider-Man fanatic.
Hmm.
My cousin Junior.
Shit.
But
Oh,
also,
he's
My
man,
out.
me,
I would like to say, God bless Stan Lee. Let's get the show popping because right now we got certain people that's viewing in right now, and let us get it on like we did yesterday. This time we're gonna do it correct, y'all. We got E-Rock's input right now. Khalad and Hebot, we didn't really get too much in
and
yesterday. And
Chuck as
Chuck,
well.
it's our time to shine, baby boy. And we're about to do the XO 18, y'all.
Well, let's talk about it.
Talk about it, guys. Like, what's up, man? Let's start it off with the Forza 4 expansion, Future Island, and new cars, guys.
Oh, yo, Chuck, you could chime in, bro.
Yeah, shine in on that, Chuck. We're gonna just hit them up.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm with it. With me with Forza, it was like I'm more of the motorsport type of person, but by me having Game Pass, it was just right there in my lap. So I downloaded the Horizon for it and I played it. And I was like, you know what? This game is fun. And then it went from fun to it started getting addictive. If Red Dead when it came out, I still been playing that game like nonstop repeatedly. So when the new expansion come out, by the time that dropped, I'd have been finished up with my Red Dead. So that'd be like pretty much perfect timing for me to be able to hop back in there. And by me having the Game Pass, I don't mind dropping what it is, $30 for their season pass.
I think so.
Yeah, no,
Not
like yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. So with me, I'm really gonna was thinking about getting it because you know what I'm saying Forza that you know the craft of the cars and stuff. I'd have got one of my cars souped up stupid fast, and I just have fun with the game. And when I was checking out the expansion on XO, I was like, okay, I could deal with it. But see me, I wasn't too big. I'm not too big on the race car games, but I enjoy them because they like the ones that you make you like it's like what it would be a word like a meditation type of game where you play it and it's like you unwind. So I'm really on for when I seen it. I was really hyped up, but they had so much stuff that was going on XO that people don't even realize. So it was just like
You're right.
man, I mean, my mind was just I gotta actually watch the show again just to make sure I can remember all the stuff that they were showing. I know a lot of ponies was talking about that they ain't show nothing new. It was all the same old. But I seen some jewels in there. So I'm
Yeah,
going off with my likes, and that's how I'm starting, and that's how I'm finishing.
yeah, I respect that. See, a lot of ponies is gonna say that, but their PXs was trash for a couple of years, man. They were showing the same thing over and over. So I don't really listen to them. And for Xbox dudes, they have high expectations. I see it like this: they catered to everybody, the hardcore, the casuals. They touched up on everything, and to me, that was a good show. Like a lot of people might hate on it, but to me, from what I seen, me and my wife sitting down and watching it together, it was nice. They touched up on everything. The only thing I ain't really like, to be honest with you, I like Final Fantasy, but not like that. But I watched it. It was dope. You understand, like the way the guy was talking, but the thing that killed it for me was I gotta keep it real. The Lego game, that block game, what you call it?
Minecraft,
Minecraft. Yeah, I'm not
dude.
really.
That's the only part I fast forwarded.
Yeah, that was
Oh, so y'all tell me y'all ain't like Minecraft? Y'all ain't like the expansion for the Minecraft? Come on, man. What's
no, no,
good,
no.
man? Come
I'm not.
on.
I'm not. I'm not a Minecraft
I'm just
guy.
messing with you, man. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like there's so many people that play it though. That's what bugged me out. So it's
Mm,
like there's gamers out there that like it. So people can't hate on it. You know what I mean? It's not my cup of tea, but there's massive people that like it, and they touched up on that. Also, man, like you said, Chuck, man, there was so much things going on that I liked, like stuff to see, like different games, like third party games that was coming out. But we'll touch up on that. But as a Forza for me, through Game Pass, man, I seen my wife get it early, and I'm watching her play it, and it blew my mind. And I actually it made me go out and buy the game. Cause she was like, "Babe, you want to play this with me?" I don't got Game Pass. She got it, and
Oh shit.
yeah, like she was playing it. So I'm like, "Yo, hold on." She's having fun in Forza, so it made me actually go out and buy the game, so I could have fun with my wife. And that's what I did, man. And right now, like the expansions for it in the future islands and stuff like that, that's something that's dope. Because whenever you want to play one of our exclusives, now we got like more add-ons to it too. So it's like a breath of fresh air, guys. That's how I seen it when I was looking at it.
Say go. Check this out. Since you said that, I had something I've been trying to. I figure if I say it enough and if I say it loud enough and if I catch somebody's attention, maybe this here might get pushed through. Like see how you were just saying like how your wife have it and you don't and stuff like that, right? Y'all live in the same house. I mean, I'm assuming y'all live in the same household. So
Yeah.
by that statement is like I said with me and my girl, and we got multiple Xboxes as well, and probably other people on this panel and some of the people in the chat, so they'll understand when I say what Microsoft should do with the and I know they're not gonna give us that, what I'm saying, share with the 10 friends thing, but what they could do is instead of making your home Xbox, whatever home Xbox you have, if it's under the same Wi-Fi, the people under they got Xbox, because that got to be in the same household. If it's under the same Wi-Fi, that if you're using the same code, you should have access to the games. That's the other people. Let's say if I own all the games, but my girl, she want to play one of the games in the back room. That way she don't have to be on the home Xbox to actually play the games. She'll be on the home network and be able to play the games. Because if you're at the house, if you got a physical disc, you don't go buy 2 and 3 copies of the physical disc. You just take the disc and put it in whichever Xbox you want to play it on.
Yeah, Chuck. You could do that with one other console, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say they should change it to. That's why I say instead of being with your one console, they should have it with your home network. So let's say whatever Wi-Fi network you under, like every.
Right. So how many Xboxes you have in your home? You got more than 2?
I have 2 hooked up, but I got 3. But that like when the kids or something come and they be in that back room, they be playing the game. I might be playing the game in the living room. My girl, she may be playing the game in the room.
Yeah. So yeah, home network would be nice.
Right.
Yeah. But Ghost and his wife though, they could just be on the set. Basically with Game Pass, they could be playing both on both consoles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could game share.
Like I didn't do the Game Pass, but if I would have did the Game Pass, I think
you don't need to do Game Pass, bro.
You do game share.
Your wife has Game Pass.
This is the thing. What I do, like let's just say I download a game. Now my wife gets it. You know what I mean? Like if I download a game, it'll automatically download on her console.
Right.
Okay.
So now she got the game too.
Yeah, she needs to do.
So that if she got Game Pass, that means you already have Game Pass. You could have just downloaded Forza.
Hey, no. See,
I think my the leader, like the head coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she put hers. I did that for her because, like sometimes I might like a game and she might not like it, or sometimes she likes a game and I might not like it.
Yeah. So because my son-in-law, he actually asked for my password in order to buy the game on my account.
Yeah, but look, this is what you do. You make your home Xbox is the one that she play, and she made her home Xbox the one that you play. She still can sign in any Xbox and play her games, but the home Xbox, anybody could play her Game Pass, whatever like that. So you could have access to all her stuff if it's on the one that Xbox you play, and she can have all the access to stuff that you play. Because that's what me and my girl do. But like saying the family get bigger and they got 3 and 4 Xboxes in the household. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was using that for an example, using the home network instead of just the home Xbox.
Yeah, home network would be nice though. That would be nice because, like you said, some people got way more than 2 Xboxes.
Yes,
especially if you got a big family.
Right.
Especially if you got a big family, and like you said, you got your nephews, your kids, or whatever. It all depends, man. It all depends. I can't find it. In my household, there was at least 3 different consoles and shit, man. There was a 360, the Xbox One, PlayStation, they shit. You know what I'm saying? And oh well.
Colette, what you think about the Forza?
I don't know what to think about it. I haven't played it.
Okay.
I literally have not played it, bro. But I have seen some of the screen caps that Hebot has done, and them shits look fucking glorious, bro.
Yeah.
It looked sick, man. I was like, damn, look at how fucking detailed that shit is, man.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this on a vanilla and shit, man. I can imagine what that shit looks like in 4K.
And the thing about it, you have Game Pass, so all you got to do is just hit that download button.
Nah, I got Game Pass no longer.
No longer?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No longer. You know what I'm saying? My son-in-law was paying for it and whatnot. and I guess something changed.
Yeah, shit
No,
happens.
no, no, no. I figured it's because I think he was only paying Game Pass and shit. I mean, just for the hell of it, but I guess they had to pay some bills, man. Know what I'm saying? And they just finished going to Busch Gardens out in Florida and fucking Animal Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So they basically and they were setting up a big party for my granddaughter her first year birthday.
Oh
So they
shit.
basically had a blast. You know what I'm saying? The whole family was out there in Florida. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. More important stuff.
Yeah, exactly. More
Yeah.
important stuff, man. Know what I'm saying? And then I still haven't finished Forza Horizon 3 though, so I really wasn't sweating it though. I doubt I would have downloaded it just. I mean, even though I mean I get chills of Project Gotham from some of the screenshots. I remember Project Gotham vividly for the OG Xbox. All right, so I mean, eventually I'm gonna play it though. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'll probably getting past pretty soon my damn self and whatnot. Once I get a credit card, know what I'm saying? But
Don't worry.
until then, we'll see.
Yeah. E-Rock, what you got to say about that Forza?
About the game, the DLC.
The DLC. The DLC, the game.
DLC, game, everything, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Everything,
Uh,
whatever, man.
the DLC gonna be tight, man. Playground games always do their thing, but as far as Forza Horizon 4, I would go so far as to say that it it's just a rare series where it keeps getting better. This is the best Forza Horizon ever. I really didn't like Forza. I don't know what it was about Forza Horizon 3. I don't know what it was. Even though
Yeah, it wasn't as urban as you wanted it.
I don't know whether it was. I just don't know what it was about the me. The soundtrack wasn't. The graphics just they almost look too real. And the location of Australia. That's no knock to the quality of the game. It's just what
Hey, you
Forza
know.
Horizon
Yeah.
is just much better now that it's in the United Kingdom. When you drive and there's actually elevations, like you can actually feel your car going down mountains and up mountains. The characters now is totally not totally customizable, but it's better than what it was last time. The car liveries is better. The one line options is better. The soundtrack is fucking banging. The soundtrack is banging. Um, it- the graphics is better. Just everything. They just. If the last Forza you played was Forza Horizon 3, and you said, "Man, I'm burnt out in the series," then you made a mistake because Forza Horizon 4 completely blows Forza Horizon 3 away. Matter of fact, I don't even know where Turn 10 and Playground Games go from here. Where they need to go is they need to get Playground Games to work with Forza Motorsports. Because Forza Motorsports hasn't been great in a long while. But Forza Horizon 4, it's a work of art, man. It's a work of art. I mean, my only minor gripe is that more people, more NPCs, non-playable characters, should be walking around Edinburgh. You know, Edinburgh, Scotland's a huge city. I mean, they recreated Edinburgh, Scotland, brick, man. I mean, it's a fantastic game, man. And it's just, we just spoiled. We just spoiled this generation, especially on Xbox. I think it's fantastic. I very much intend to get the DLC. I'm with it, man.
Yeah. As for me, this I do have to agree with you, E-Rock. This is the best Forza that I've seen yet. And when I played it, I had a great time playing it. My wife, she's a little further than me, but I got to tell you this, man. Like it's something different. Like it's beautiful, like you said, and just the atmosphere and just seeing on the whole when they riding dirt bikes, and that's like almost towards the beginning when you driving and you see the dirt bike drive right by you, and you like, oh
Hmm.
man, am I gonna hit one? And you speeding up, and then you see the mud, and you see a excuse me, I'm kind of a little sick, guys.
Yeah, you got to clear that throat. That's what that
Hell
is.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you racing like the jet or whatever, and you doing certain things in that game, it's like it's something not different because I seen it in other games, but it makes it like more like fun. Like it looks way better. The tires, the cars look even better. You know, like they really stepped it up in this Forza, and it's so much that you can do in this game. Period. And I can't
Yeah,
wait for the DLC. Like it's a
yeah,
lot you can do.
and the seasons changing. That's more than just a gimmick. That's actually genius because what happens is
Girl.
I think in the last Forza I got burnt out. I didn't want to race anymore. With the seasons changing, it kind of like you got to change your strategy now. Because I have a habit of always wanting to use the same car to win every race. See, you can't do that now
You can't do
because
that at all. You got to tune it.
fall has now changed in the winter, and now the car that I like to drive is going to be sliding all over the place. So it kind of forces you to like change your strategy. But I mean, it is really, really a well done piece of software. And for anybody listening, we not just put your Xbox because I just told you I didn't really like Forza Horizon 3. Personally, I didn't like it. But Forza Horizon 4 is up there with Horizon 2. It's really just breathtaking. It's well done. I get a lot of coke. It's going to knock you in your ass.
Hey, you tell you what made Forza so good though. A lot of people don't recognize that the cars, the weight on the cars that they have when you drive, and the way you got to work the steering, like I'm saying the steering wheel, but the analog stick. And that's just when you play with the analog stick, you got to really work the analog stick left and right to try to hold the car. And at the same time, you
Yeah.
got the left and right trigger. So you touching the right trigger, you got to let off the right trigger, tap the left trigger, and then you don't just pull it up and down. You got to kind of like go into a little groove, like you pushing the gas pedal or you changing gears
Even?
on the car.
Yeah,
I mean, they really put the effort into the feel of an automobile. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's Horizon, so it's a little arcadey, so you can do a little bit more drifting and sliding and bumping and doing little stuff that you shouldn't be able to do, but it's still a game, but it's fun. But the way they implemented the realism and they implemented the arcade is like a 50-50 balance to make it a perfect game with the fun element. Man, that game there shit is the great car game of the year.
yep, definitely. He bought if you can hear us. That's,
Yeah, I mean,
do your thing, my brother.
same. You talk about how I feel about the Forza.
Yeah, the Forza DLC and the Forza game itself.
The DLC. Well, the DLC looks magnificent because it's doing new terrains and areas that look like they're gonna be a lot more off-roady, I guess, and I just like the overall look of them and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But to be honest, Forza's it's just like a gift that keeps on giving because every time you go into it, it's just something new you discover most of the time, or you just have fun, especially when you play with your friends and those co-op races, and you go in and you can play it by yourself, and then you do these challenges where you can jump really high or try to collect certain things. They even have outlandish things where you try to park on top of these trailer things that are almost impossible. Like a lot of cool, challenging things that make it interesting. And then they add the element now of the weather changing, which at first you're like, well, how are they going to work that out? And it's basically every week they give you a whole week of a certain weather or a timeline. And like E-Rock said, is you can't just go in there and use the same car. I mean, you can, but it's a lot harder and a lot more difficult, and more than likely you're going to keep on losing. Because you can't drive a Ferrari to Starosa in the middle of
Hell
a
no.
snow zone. You know what I mean? It's almost, and it has those realistic physics where it's almost impossible, to even maneuver it.
Yeah, try doing that shit in the rain, right? Around the corner.
Yeah. But you feel it in the game, on the controller. You feel it. To be honest with you, the most magical way to play any of those Forza games, because I got to play them myself and experience it, is with the steering wheel. The steering wheel that they sell, oh my lord, it's just
that Ferrari? Pretty. I saw a Ferrari steering wheel at fucking Walmart. I was like, what Ferrari?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of different ones. There's one that Microsoft was promoting when they did Forza Motorsport 7. I don't remember the brand, but oh my god, that thing was amazing. Like, it felt so good. when you played it, and you could play even, let's say, in clutch mode, right? You know, where you not regular manual, and it was a lot more player friendly with that steering wheel, because the clutch is right on the steering wheel, like they are in a lot of those luxurious cars. Oh man, and the haptic feedback that you get, it's the the accuracy of the control is on point. It's really well done. And Forza is just one of those games that you can go in at any time, even when they gain. Let's say you haven't played it for a while with anybody and a bunch of your friends, and in a party chat. It's like a party game. If you're having a party, if you want to sit down and play some game, you can play with your friends. It's just a really well-rounded game, and I'm glad that they're giving that they keep on giving awesome content. Because my son bought the $100 edition, to be honest with you, so we're getting everything. We don't pay nothing because we paid up front, because long term it made more sense. I'm glad that they're doing that. And I don't know if you guys noticed, the running theme seems like to be all those games that Microsoft has, and even now with State of Decay, if you notice, because they're owned by Microsoft, on their labs, they're supposed to be free. They're not even charged anymore. So whatever you paid for before, don't be surprised, that maybe later on they might put it in free. We were having that conversation, me and my boys, just the other day or yesterday, I think, about that. And it makes sense. It would make a lot of sense that they do that. And I think it's just part of how Xbox is building their empire for years to come, whether it's on console or whether you want to play it on their Windows ecosystem. They're thinking about everyone. They're giving them so much freedom and flexibility, not only with their games or how they play them, with Game Pass, with so much. We can get into Game Pass with why it makes sense in so many reasons. And like Ghost said, he really didn't think about playing Forza. He saw his wifey play it, and he thought, oh hell no, and he got so intrigued by it, he went and bought the game. Yep. And ironically, that's what Phil was saying. He said we've been shocked by the data that we've gotten back, how much more games are selling with Game Pass, and it sounds counterintuitive, but he says it's what's going on. People are playing the game, but it makes sense because you go into the store, you can't afford to buy a lot of games. Okay, you see this program, they sell it to you. It's called Game Pass. It's got over 100-something games. You pay $10. You go home, you try it out. Then what happens? You start trying out the games individually, whether it's with your kids or whatever. Oh, I like this game. Oh, I like that game. Mommy, I want that game. Mommy, I like that game. Or if you're just playing with yourself, oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is tight, And you're going to think, well, do I want to keep paying monthly to keep playing it, or do I want to have access all times with it and buy it just flat out digitally or buy it physically, however you choose? Yeah. And that's where the mindset comes, and it makes perfect sense, because you're going to do that. You're not going to be like, well, I'm going to be paying $10 every month for a whole year to play Sunset Overdrive. I could just buy the disc for $6 because that's what it costs. You see what I'm saying? And if you get it through them digitally, it's a discount, and it's probably like $10. So it just makes more sense. So I can see why
they confirmed Sunset Overdrive. I think just let's chime in real quick. Sunset Overdrive on the 16th of this month on PC.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of things that are coming behind that because of that. I think that whole movement of it being coming to PC is for a lot of reasons. I really think they're trying to see if it can find another audience on PC as well. So if it does well, they can consider doing a sequel in the future. And, we got to keep in mind, Sunset Overdrive has been an exclusive on Xbox for over 5 years. And nobody really talks about it. Nobody ever put it up. Now, all of a sudden, because it's going to PC, oh, Xbox got no console exclusive. No, dude, cut the bullshit out. Alan Wake was exclusive on 360 for 5 years when it finally came out. And nobody talked about Alan Wake until it went to PC. It's just, it's because it's a gag. It's a fun thing to do, an easy thing to do. But if people weren't talking about it.
Not everybody has a rig on PC.
Exactly. And to run it correctly, because that game is demanding. Whether it has Pixar-esque graphics, that game is demanding. Okay,
hell yeah!
It's very demanding. Yeah.
Hey, before you, my bad, but I know before. I
No,
know
no.
I gotta correct you on one thing.
What's up? Yeah, please do. Go ahead.
You had said Game Pass has over 100 games.
Mhm.
With EXO yesterday, after all them games, they should be saying over 200 now. Because they
Oh,
was
really? I wouldn't be surprised. No, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
they was at what it was at, like 190 or 190 something. So
You're right. You're absolutely right.
They talking about 8 to 10 games that's coming.
It was. I think it was. They put in 13 games yesterday. 13.
Well, I think it's
And remember,
they put in 13
heavy,
games yesterday.
Yes, 13 games in XO, and it was heavy hitters. It wasn't.
Wait, no. At XO, they showed off 16.
No. It was 17 for mouse and keyboard, and 13 going to Game Pass. That's what it was. So they put in that bunch. They added Hellblade coming in December.
Yes.
PUBG is going to be in Game Pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
PUBG.
Take that.
Agents of Mayhem. Okay.
I know,
Which
dude.
are
That
not
shit blew
small
my
titles.
mind.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you know, they're not
I'm really
smart.
glad
They're
for
not
the
dumb.
Agents of Mayhem shit, though, man.
Hey,
I
did
want
they
more
say
people to
Final
really
Fantasy
try that
supposed to be one
title,
in there
bro.
too?
Yeah, and then they announced the Final Fantasies that were on 360. All three of them are backwards compat.
Final Fantasy 13, but they haven't. But they're not bank compat yet, are they?
Are they backwards
They can't be.
compat? Do you know?
No. Hold on, I'm going on my ready to install. Nah, it's still
Not
at
yet?
241.
Hey,
Nah, it's not yet.
Oh, this week.
Ori?
My sons told me they said this week. They confirmed to me that they said it was this week.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that's something to look forward to, which is cool because all we need really, and I think it will come. I think it really will, is the Kingdom Hearts collection.
listen.
And I think
That's
it'll
what
come.
I was hoping for yesterday, man. But
Well, every time
Final
he
Fantasy blew
kept-
my mind. So
Yeah.
well.
Well, every time he kept saying, "Oh, well, something else you want to share," everybody's like, "They're gonna announce it. They're gonna announce it." But I think that's because honestly, there was some type of deal that Sony made with Disney. That's long term that they haven't probably finalized yet. Like it hasn't come to an end yet, and I think that's the reason why. Because that new remaster that they're coming out is specifically physical for PS4. So
Wow.
digitally, I don't think it's out of the cards or not out of the table, but I think it's going to be probably within the next few months, like maybe after Kingdom Hearts comes out, or like right before. They'll make the announcement coming. I don't know, this day, the same day, or a month later, the Kingdom Hearts collection. I have a feeling, a funny suspicion.
All right, guys, touch up.
You might be onto something. Yeah.
Since Hebot brought it up, we might as well touch up on that Kingdom Heart. What you think about it? Kingdom Hearts on what you're seeing yesterday.
Well, how they did it? You mean how they did it on stage? You mean?
Yeah, how they did it on stage, and when you're
okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna, because I was already talking. I'm just gonna say my piece first, and then you guys can go.
Yeah.
Since I was already, I'm sorry.
He back in the board.
No. I think it just proved, because I did a video on what I thought of XO. You guys will see it on my channel real soon. It's getting uploaded as we speak, but it takes forever. Anyway, I think it was just showing the audience in general that we're watching, the viewers, that they're serious and they're committed, and that Kingdom Heart for them on Xbox is a big deal. That they're really excited and they're hyped for it, so that they can, gain that perception and mind share of, oh man, there's Kingdom Hearts on Xbox too. Yeah, I can get it there too. And especially if it's 4K 60, or the best one obviously will be on the X with with X enhancement. It's a no-brainer. I think they're trying to push it because they made a specific segment just for the actual executive producer. You don't really see that. They did it on E3. They did it in Gamescom. Kingdom Hearts. They've been pushing Kingdom Hearts hard. And I think they even have the marketing deal for it. So it's just showing, it's their way of showing to us, the fans on Xbox, that they're serious about big Japanese games that are very well known and renowned, and that will always pretty much identify with Sony, or that were synonymously identified with, PlayStation, or maybe even Nintendo, that they want them also on the X, on the console.
Dude, you're not lying, Hebot, because I've never seen Kingdom Hearts promoted in any generation the way it's been promoted this generation on Xbox One, bro.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that was their way of showing us, the fans on Xbox, hey, listen, we're serious about Kingdom Hearts. We're excited that it's here, and it's also good PR for them to show that Square Enix and them, we really want Kingdom Hearts, and if it does well, guess what? They won't hesitate to be like, oh, bring the collection over as well, which is going to be needed because it's all connects. It's a big franchise. But that's my take. That's what I think on it.
They need to bring out the collection first, though. I've been saying that forever. Like,
I know, but we got to take it as we can, Chuck.
Yep.
It could be like the way He-Bot is saying. Maybe there's some type of deal behind the wings with Disney, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, is that exactly when he said that it rung a bell in my head? Like, that makes perfect sense because they're not trying to just hold a game against the Xbox community.
Do y'all think Phil Spencer went out there and he got them to come out and come to XO and show Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, he was a big part of it. I mean, he was a huge part of that. He was a huge part of Final Fantasy. I mean, the RPG. I mean, the JRPG games that came to the Xbox this year, even the ones that he that is gonna be what's the other one that they just came announced? Is it not Shamu? The other the JRPG or Japanese made game. I don't even think it's the
Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
No, it's
Monster Hunter.
It was the one that the PlayStation. They've been out for the PlayStation for a year now. They've been bragging it for the exclusive. Now it's coming to the Xbox.
You mean RPG wise?
Yeah, it came out. I'm trying to know. It's on the level.
Are you talking about Valkyria Revolution or Valkyria Chronicles or?
No, not that one. Not that. It's gonna come to me. It's at the tip of my tongue.
Right? Shit, we even had Sword Art Online. They brought over.
Not Persona. Is a game that is in the same genre as Persona.
What are you talking about, Ni no Kuni?
No, Ni no Kuni ain't coming.
No, not Ni no Kuni.
Not that I know of.
Wait
a minute. He's talking about Tales of Vesperia.
The one King Mega be talking about all the time.
Oh, Tales of Vesperia, probably. That's exactly the one you're talking about.
But yeah,
which one King Mega be talking about the whole time? I've heard him say Ni no Kuni like buttload of times, bro.
Yeah, not Ni no Kuni is another one. See, I'm not too huge on the JRPGs. I'm a person that this is my whole aspect about this here. So for this whole, I got a rant for this here right quick. For this whole console war situation, people be talking about the exclusive. This is not this is on a PC. It's not an exclusive, and it is exclusive, and all the other good stuff like that. A lot of times I be listening to a lot of people that be bragging on this stuff here. I be looking at them like, is you a single child in a household? Because that's the only way I can see that you even worried about that. Because I feel the opposite way. You talking about games that's exclusive. I say, well, is it on the Xbox? If I could play it on the Xbox, I'm cool. If the PC players could play it, I'm not mad at them because they playing it. It's a game I could play. I could talk about this game because I could play it.
But it is a console exclusive because it doesn't play on PlayStation or Nintendo.
No.
As long as you can't play it on
last I heard, though, PC is not a console.
Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that about Sunset Overdrive.
It's a business tool that allows you to play consoles on it. It's not built for gaming. A console is just dedicated to gaming. That's the big difference. So there's no argument in that.
Hey, let me give an example like this for multiplats and if it could be played on the Xbox, I feel like I could talk about this game. It's a game for the Xbox. If the PlayStation has it, cool. If the Switch have it, cool. If the PC have it, cool. See, people be talking about, oh, that's not exclusive on the Xbox. I'd be like, I don't give a goddamn. I still could play this motherfucker, and it looks the best on the X.
Right. I get what you're saying.
You can play the game. I'll say, hey, let's talk about this chapter we went through. Let's talk about this fun factor we had.
Wait a minute. You talking about World of Final Fantasy, Maxima? No, that's not it, right?
No, that ain't it. That ain't it.
All right.
But it's a
JRPG, and you said it's coming soon, right?
Yeah. It's coming soon. But it's just like the whole thing. So all these ponies, they be looking at me trying to talk noise about it's an Xbox exclusive, but I just be looking like I just don't care because I'm playing the game any damn way.
You're just saying as long as you can play it on the console that you prefer and you feel comfortable, it doesn't mind. It doesn't bother you. And it's true, it shouldn't bother any of us, to be honest.
No, but it bothers the person that's telling you that because they want you to play it on their console of choice.
The bottom line is this, though.
They get mad at you because you bought an Xbox. Like, for what?
Right.
I know, right? It's like, dude, this motherfuckers be tripping. I remember a dude at my job. Because when he found out I had bought a PlayStation, he was like, "Yeah, you bought a PlayStation." I was like, "Dude, I've had an Xbox since launch.
Right. He made
This
it
is
seem
how
like,
many years later?" I was like, "How
yeah,
many years later is it now?" Shit. He's like, "What
right.
game you getting? Bloodborne?" I was like, "Hell no." Nah. I did get Bloodborne because it was $4, but fucking, I told him hell no though at first because I didn't know if I was gonna get that shit. I was like, hell no, I ain't gonna fucking pay no fucking $60 for no
$4, you can't
Bloodborne.
beat that.
Nah, I fucking I saw it for $4. I was like, even if I don't like it, that shit was $4.
Yeah, exactly.
They call that a post buy or some shit like that.
But the
Dude,
truth of
I
the
bought
matter,
most of those PlayStation exclusives on a sale that Sony did. One of them flash
yeah,
fire sales. I had gotten like what this one for $3.99. Killzone, I bought that shit for $3.99. I bought
yeah,
fucking that one for $4. Until Dawn for $5.
yeah,
Fucking Uncharted, another $5. It's like, dude, I was buying
You
them
get
shit
them
for dirt
cheap.
cheap, bro.
That's
Yeah.
another reason
Yeah.
why a lot of people buy, because you can get their shits cheap, real cheap,
Yep.
and they don't make money off of that now because it's already like way. It's been way out of the season of when they released. So they really don't really make money out of that. That's why they're so cheap.
Well,
They
yeah,
sell
they
them on
don't, they
something,
don't, they don't mind making, I guess, peanuts, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But check it, Chuck.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, for what you're saying, if they're on Game Pass, dude, and you could only use Game Pass on an Xbox console, and you can't play it like Kaleidoscope was saying earlier on the 64, on the Switch or the PS4, it's an exclusive to Xbox. Period. Xbox is the ecosystem.
But hey, check
You know
it out. Let me try to break it. What about this? Let's look at it from this perspective. Let's say if the Nintendo have it and the Xbox have it, but the PlayStation don't have it. So if I'm saying is y'all don't have it, I mean y'all get mad at me because I mean it might not be exclusive, but y'all don't have it. That's how I
they
look
don't
at
have
it.
it. You don't have it. You don't have it.
I mean, I would say it's
y'all don't have it.
other consoles except for that one.
Well, we don't have Street Fighter, but it's on PC and PlayStation 4, but we don't have it. We just don't have it.
I'm saying, all right, check this out. This is what people finna realize. Like, you see how you said that Street Fighter is on PlayStation, but it's also on PC. PlayStation got nothing to do with PC. Microsoft got something to do with PC. So when an exclusive game goes like Sunset Overdrive to PC,
or they use the AND.
Exactly. Microsoft got something to do with that. So it does. We don't lose an exclusive.
But
They
Ghost,
lose an
remember,
exclusive.
they don't even own Sunset Overdrive. They don't own it. They left that IP in the hands of Insomniac.
Yep.
Okay? They said, we're not going to take your body of work away from you, like Sony did with Ratchet, like Sony did with Resistance. They did that. The only way they were able to make those games on Sony and PlayStation when they were up and coming was, you're going to make it for us, but it's going to belong to us. That's it. Take it or leave it. And that's what they did. They took it because they were trying to get big.
Well, I mean, they did go to Sony first with Sunset, but Sony wanted to keep the IP, and they was like, nah.
Yeah, and not only that, but Sony said we want more photorealistic games. We don't want cartoon-style looking games, and that's another thing. Because he said it in an interview when they talked to him about it. And Microsoft said, yeah, we'll make it. They helped them fund it and everything. And that's why they never brought it out to PlayStation, because they just, they feel that what Microsoft
Sony wants it now, though.
I bet they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty
yeah,
sure.
they want that.
But I honestly think the reason why they're doing that is because they want to see if it gains momentum, even if it's from the PC space. Because I really think they're considering doing Sunset Overdrive 2 since already Insomniac has said we are willing to make it. And we're not going to hear about it because Microsoft is still making those moves.
If you're talking multi-plat as far as being on PC and Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, but I also think, but I'll be honest with you.
I don't know about no PlayStation.
I'll be honest with you. No, Chuck. Look, I'll be honest with you, Chuck. If they make a Sunset Overdrive 2, it'll probably be more than likely only Xbox PC. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do the same thing they did with the first one. Leave it on Xbox exclusive first for a while, and then bring it to PC. Just to be fair to the Xbox console people.
I mean, that don't make sense, right? That makes perfect sense.
I think that's what they'll do. Plus, I also think this opens up the door and window for them to go back and enhance it without any complaints or ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I think that's,
Check this out. I don't know if E-Rock want to shine in on that, because E-Rock, whenever you feel like it, just shine in, my brother, so you can get your point across. You feel me?
Got you.
Yeah. So if you want to shine in now, because I was gonna bring up, and I know E-Rock, I know he back, I know.
Yo, before you bring up the next topic, I want to chime in too, though, as far as Kingdom
Do your
Hearts.
thing.
But I'll let you go first.
Yeah, man, Kingdom Hearts. I never had a chance to play it when it was on PlayStation 2, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm a fan of classic Disney. I don't like new Disney at all. Post 2013, I just
So
think they're
that
greedy
so
company.
was you feeling? So was you feeling Winnie the Pooh then when they showed it?
Well,
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure.
I'm,
It's Winnie the
I'm
Pooh.
it. Well, Kingdom
It's cool to
Hearts.
see the character.
Kingdom Hearts deserves this pedigree. It is it's a good RPG, and Xbox is better for having it.
Yeah.
Like when you look at PlayStation and the PlayStation zealots over there and the cult and the play slaves, they forever talking Xbox has no games. But the truth of the matter is, we actually have more shit than them. And they hate y'all. They hate y'all because of everything y'all talking about. They hate y'all because of Game Pass. They hate y'all because y'all get to play y'all exclusives for free if you got Game Pass. They hate you because you got the best version of Red Dead Redemption. They hate you because you're going to Kingdom Hearts. They hate you
But
for that.
hate you because got backwards compatibility with X
What,
enhancements.
yeah, yeah.
They
Yeah.
hate you
What do
because
they
there's
got?
3 generations of consoles on the one.
Under one
All they
roof,
ever talk, all they ever talk about is Spider-Man and God of War. That's all they got left.
and they stopped talking about
And
Spider-Man.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
yeah,
I'm playing Spider-Man and God of War right now.
They hate us because we
they,
have
they
the best racer
yeah.
now as well.
Who's like I'm gonna
And,
be honest, who's really still playing them? They're gonna say that yeah, Spider-Man got the DLC, but when the DLC's up, you still got games on Xbox.
Yeah, I played the DLC when it came out. 3 hours later, I was done.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like that's it. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's over. Microsoft's games got longevity, meaning like Sea of Thieves. Look at you still can play it. State of Decay, you still can play it and have fun. When you look at Gears of War, you look at Halo, the multiplayer on it. People are still playing that now, and it's been how many years, y'all? A couple
Well,
of
their
years
games
right
are
now.
social
Like
goals. We've always said
pause
that.
always play it. Like you know, a lot of things is you can do with Xbox games that you can't do with PlayStation games. It's two different style of companies. One likes story mode. The other one gives you everything, basically.
Mister,
Everything. They
I
touch
think
on
the way I
all
see it though, I think only one of them knows how to do one thing. You know what I'm saying? So they keep doing that one thing because that's what they
Because that's what
excel
they're
at.
strong. Yeah, strong.
Yeah,
Yes,
Strong.
that's their
right?
strongest suit. Yeah,
Well,
I mean
E-Rock,
Sean Layden, the guy that leads them and shit, he even admitted it. You know what I'm saying? We're
right?
gonna do what we do
That's true.
best.
That's true. Well,
I mean,
E-Rock, you
hey,
know,
that makes sense.
E-Rock, E-Rock, you know, I think there's a 2-player co-op mode on the new Kingdom Hearts 2. So I think that's going to give it some legs.
Hey,
yeah, I mean, definitely, man. I mean, it's Xbox is just they firing on all cylinders, but I mean, their haters is going to just keep on hating them. It's a thing now, man. Where my thing is like either put up gameplay or shut up, man. Like all that talk,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is, man. I mean, uh,
hey,
I've never.
hold on, check this out. I gotta say, Kaleidoscope, y'all was trying to prosecute me because I said this here, and I said it clearly. I said, man, I'm 80% multiplayer, 20% single player. I said all they.
Uh-huh.
I didn't care if it was Tomb Raider or none of those single players
Mm-hmm.
single games. I said to me, they just not worth purchasing on day one because if I buy them today or if I buy them down the line on the sale, I'm still gonna get the same experience. They're not like these multiplayer games. They got these long legs. You got to play it right now, and then you got to build up with your character and play it for a long period of time, and you can keep
Uh-huh.
playing it. And they were like, oh, but the single player games, you can play these single player games and you can play them multiple times. I heard somebody else say that too. I ain't gonna say no names, but he was kind of on that board too. But I'm like, man, once I play a single player game at one time, and I see the game, I see the ending, I'm through with it. I'm going to something else. I can't play the same thing over
Right.
and
But
over.
but you're also different than other people, Truck. Like me,
And you
I go
like
back.
big games though. All
Yeah, you
right. You
like big
like
games.
big
Yeah.
games like Red Dead Redemption, The Witcher 3. So you do play single player games, but you
That's the
like the single
20%.
player
That's the
games that have meat
20%.
on their bones.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
the
Well,
20%.
something like
Yeah.
Crackdown, we could all experience it together.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Oh,
that's
definitely,
multiplayer. So
man.
that's,
Like
that's that's my love. Right there. I'll
this
get on that
part of
multiplayer. We go
Crackdown too.
crazy.
I
You
want
know,
to tell you this. Crackdown right now. Microsoft, for all the haters, Khalad, you know this, my nigga. We did the watching the E3s, and the rest of
Uh-huh.
y'all know this for sure. I remember a lot of PC dudes and a lot of PlayStation dudes were saying the cloud didn't exist. That shit is they
Yep.
lying to you. And
Cloud
right now,
Powers.
Microsoft just said
All them
like
dudes
this.
is bullshit.
Came
We've been
out
using the
and
cloud for
left
fucking
it
years, ever
out of
since
all them
Titanfall, bro.
haters. Even the Xbox
Boy,
dudes that turn ponies that are straight hating get slapped in the mouth, whole lot. Because at the end of
As
the
a
I
matter
day,
of
haven't
fact,
on
for a
phone,
lot
so I
of
don't know if
ponies
you
and a
like
lot
it.
of haters that was hating on the Crackdown trailer saying that the
yes,
visuals weren't upgraded,
yes,
dude, you need your eyes handed back to you, son. All
yep.
right, because fucking, I was
Yeah.
talking to my cousin and he's just a straight PlayStation head, and he
Hmm.
said that the character models were leaps and bounds better than what the fuck he saw at E3. He said even the color palette, the colors were just popping like if they had HDR, and I was like, yeah, dude. I can't front. I saw the very same thing, bro. Once I saw those characters, those 5v5, looking at each other, ready to go at each other, all those colors in the background and everything, I was like, God damn, yo, they did a visual overhaul on this motherfucker,
Yo,
bro.
Khaled,
Hey, Kalada. Hey, hey,
go
oh,
ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Hey,
Nah,
hey,
do your thing.
hey, guys. Y'all know that you can't spell ignorance. You can't spell IGN. You can't spell ignorance about IGN, right?
Yep.
So IGN, IGN just wrote an article. IGN just wrote an article
Oh
saying
boy.
crackdowns, cloud-based destructibility is real. Even they
Right.
had to take an L. Even they
Right.
had an L. So
Right.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like it is what
Well,
it is.
Iran, not to cut you off. Iran, not to
Wow,
cut you off.
that's crazy, bro.
But I
The
want to add
idea, the
something.
minute it.
Yeah. Well, I want to add something to what Iraq is saying, and you can continue, Iraq, because I didn't mean to cut you off, and you really
No,
have to
it's all
talk.
good. It's
But
all good. I'm just tripping, bro.
no.
Gotta
The
get
thing
hot.
is that the people that were talking hot, trying to say, "Oh, well, it got downgraded." What they're trying to say is because the space of the destructibility looks smaller, right?
Who
But I
gives
talked
a-
about this on my
Alright, I'm
video.
gonna talk after you.
But what I'm trying, but what they missed to see or hear, they said clear as day, these are only 2 maps that they're showing from all the maps that are available in the online mode. Maybe that was just that one particular map. They didn't
Oh,
even show the second map. So if there's other continuous maps, how we don't know how big and how vast they're going to be. We don't know that. They said very clear these are one of 2 maps that we're just showing available. There are more in
dude,
the
that game
online
is
mode.
gonna be fire, man.
I don't know if you.
They
Yeah,
just
I
hating,
know.
bro.
I don't
They
know if you
just
heard that
hating
part.
Listen,
because they want to hate, bro. Just think
Yeah.
about it. They hating just to fucking hate. Because if you
Right.
know, if that shit was on PlayStation, they all be creaming
Oh,
their pants right
they'd be
about now.
excited.
All
Yeah.
right,
Well,
they would have been like, oh, damn,
I
I
don't
just
know.
shot my load.
I want to know if Iraq can confirm it. Did you hear when they said that and during the show, Iraq, or no?
What's that?
When they were
I
talking
did.
about that was only one of the 2 maps available at the moment. That there were more that are going to be for the multiplayer mode. Did you see when they said that?
I didn't hear that, but I mean that's just.
I know they're gonna
I mean,
have more maps, though. Obviously,
Yeah,
you
you
know
go
what?
and check it
Multiplayer.
out when you guys get a chance.
Hey,
We
no,
should've-
know this game telling me the
this
way
is a Microsoft title, bro. That's like saying Gears will only launch with 2 maps. Come on.
Exactly.
Hey, hey, look, Jay, know these graphics reminded me of when they
What?
said the game was being finished. The only thing they've been
Yeah.
doing from there on was polishing the game because they wanted to come out at the right time because they
Yep.
looking for a PR move, not because the game was broken, not because they was working on the cloud. So all this time here, what we seeing now is them just looking back at the game and say, you know what? Let's put another little pixels right here. Put it here.
Yeah, let's put another coat of paint on this motherfucker, man.
Right.
Let's make this motherfucker sparkle.
This game been done, man. The cloud been here, man. We've been seeing this, like y'all said from the beginning. Titanfall, Forza, they said we using cloud based. They named this shit Cloud X. Man, they don't know. Man, that's ridiculous, man. We finna get
That
stuff.
was the haters. Yo, Triple Cup. They've been hating since 2013, 14, bro. 15, 16, 17.
Dude,
hating
but
on
y'all
us,
remember
and
how
this
we
shit
was
is
like when
out.
we first played Forza Horizon 2? We was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Like
I was like, we seeing each other on the streets. Like, yo, what's up? I was like, oh shit. I was like, man,
Let me tell you something, guys.
that shit was dope, man. I remember that Forza Horizon 2, man. Everybody was fucking tripping, bro.
Yo, collapse.
That shit was lit.
On racing driver cars and shit.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Even when you wasn't playing it, then you know how some of your homeboys, man, is probably like K Megas, like, you know, K Mega, but fucking, you know, they like ramming dudes off the road and shit, man. It's like fucking instead of driving straight, man. Come on, man. So you have the driver tar doing the same shit, man. It's like, oh, get the fuck out of here, yo.
Yo, collapse. Speaking of Crackdown 3, right? You know what's crazy about it though? These dudes
Yeah.
are saying the map is not big, right? That's just them
Dude,
hating,
they just
right? You know what's
hating, bro.
crazy? I don't
You
care
saw
if the map is
I
not
saw
big.
it a
We
fucking,
could
at least from
destroy a
what I saw,
building,
look,
bridges,
they're big
all
enough
kind.
that
Yeah,
somebody was
man.
running across a fucking bridge, yo, and
yes,
motherfuckers blew the bridge out from under her. I was like, oh shit.
yeah. And yo,
I
like, you see
think
how
what
the
you're not
power,
supposed to do
like
with
the
5
gliding and
people.
all that, chasing somebody down when they shooting and you know, it's like you destroying things, going through things that when you coming down on the ground,
Yeah, old dude
you
ran
know what I
through a
mean? Like,
wall and shit, yo.
yeah,
He's like, the
like
fuck that, just boom.
there's nothing on
He went Winter
PlayStation that
Soldier
does
style. It's
that.
like, boom, get the fuck out of here.
That's the
Hey,
thing that killed me.
you
Like
want that shit to
all
be
of our game,
content.
yeah, like all of our games, guys. They talked about Crackdown, right? Look how that game looks, beautiful, and it's the cloud is real. They shitted on State of Decay, but State of
And think
Decay they
about it,
got
it
nothing
has
on.
a full-blown story campaign, right?
Yeah,
As well as multiplayer.
exactly.
Yeah, man.
That's
You
the
can't
thing
you
that's
can't
crazy
beat
about
that
it.
with a 10-foot pole, people.
No collab, but look at the stuff we got. We got Crackdown, right? They always shitting on State of Decay, but State of Decay had like 4 million.
But State of Decay is dope. They shitting on it because they can't play it.
They don't really got a zombie game on their console. Think about
The
that.
only way they're gonna play it is either get a PC, son, or get an Xbox. That's the only two ways you're gonna play it.
A realistic zombie game, we got it. A pirate game that's it's corky, you know, but it's dope in the sense that there's nothing that they got on their console.
Man,
That,
dude.
you understand? We got a lot of stuff.
I love Sea of Thieves, man. Fuck
I was gonna
that.
tell you,
I agree to disagree with you on that, man.
what you
You know
think
what I'm saying?
about?
I played a shitload of Sea of Thieves. That shit is dope.
Check this out. This is for y'all, and he about just bounced, and y'all Sea of Thieves guys that play that shit. This right here on Sea of Thieves. Yes, on Sunday when they was talking about it, what you think about Sea of Thieves, the arena, guys? Update early 2019, bro. What you think about that? What you're seeing on XO? Because I know they showed a lot of Sea of Thieves on that, and it looked dope.
Hey, the arena got a lot of little extra stuff inside of it. Like I was saying, I'm like not just going around this little island shooting at each other, which that's gonna be fun as shit. That by itself, they were showing what people was shooting themselves out the cannon going to the island. So they must have been trying
grabbing the gold, all that shit, bro.
Right, so it must have been some type of race, like some shit. We need somebody that can hop straight off and go get the gold while they got 4 other ships and this small contain. You know what I'm saying? You know, they trying to make it where it's just exciting instead of somebody riding the seas and stuff like that. Or somebody want to just hop in and just shoot some shit. They trying to bring that crowd in there. And man, what I seen, I want to shoot some shit.
Yo, I think, for me looking, because I'm not a Sea of Thieves guys like that I ain't really get to play it. But for me on the outside, it got me kind of interested to try to play that, because this is a mode where it's do or die. It's you and your crew trying to grab that treasure, stick people up, and get out of there with your ship. But now when you're going in there, you got other people doing the same thing. So you're going to be running right into each other. Y'all could be popping it off with somebody else and another team come out of nowhere. Give me that. You know what I mean? This is the type of style of gaming that they do in a different mode, and you need that for a game like Sea of Thieves. You need different modes. Look at Fortnite.
Dude, I'll do what I did one time on Sea of Thieves and shit. I'm gonna pile fucking 3 gunpowder barrels right at the tip of the fucking ship. You know what I'm saying? On that little wood beam, right at the tip. The minute we about to crash into the other one, I'm gonna shoot it with a musket.
Woo! That was smooth right there. But check this, Colette. Fortnite. Before it became Battle Royale, the game Fortnite sucked. But when Battle Royale came out, it blew the fuck up. Yo, let's be honest here. I bought that shit, and the shit sucked. And when Battle Royale came out, it was mean. Look how much money it made. So who knows? This little game right here might get everybody interested into playing Sea of Thieves. Because
you played Ark beforehand, Ghost. You played Ark.
I played Ark
Survival. You know how Ark growed over the time.
Yeah, hell yeah, Ark Survival. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I first played Ark Survival, I was butt naked with my little drawers on, me and my wife. And when I landed, there was so many cavemen and cave women, like tribes on the waterways, that when we was running, I seen dudes, and I'm like, I don't trust these dudes. And they started trying to stab my wife. And I was rumbling with them, but they was trying to tell us a short words to get down with their tribe. Now, when we denied it, they was trying to kill us. Now we run into more down or trying to go up here. We trying to climb up the mountain to try to build our own tribe. We was running into other tribes, and they was stabbing us up, bro. Stabbing us. And I was like, I got sick of that. So what I did was, I did my own thing. Me and my wife, we played our own, and I started collecting dinosaurs and enjoyed that whole game, opening up things and seeing how the dinosaur world, because I love dinosaurs.
Man, you should have just went PvE
for a while.
You should have just did the PVE, because man, that PvP, man, that shit ruthless. Y'all went to the wrong shit. Hey, he went to the mode where everybody going to attack him. Man, they got tribes of 20 and 30 people.
Yes.
Now, too, one level, they 99 and 120. And they say, y'all,
Yeah.
they coming, they playing with y'all with spears, man. They got guns on there. They crafted on that game.
Yeah.
Man, hey, next time to go PVE. That's the best way to do it.
What I did was play single player, me and my wife, or we'll jump in together alone in a whole massive island, and we'll just collect dinosaurs and try to build houses. And me and her, we used to just play around like, yo, we got to build a fire. Me and her staying by each other with our dinosaurs, trying to go out. We get attacked by a T-Rex or something. He fucking our dinosaurs up. We trying to fight him and stuff. Like, I had a ball with that game, and that's I actually like Ark Survival. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I bought the DLC to it.
So imagine what Sea of
The
Thieves
dragons,
gonna do.
oh my god, I love the dragons. Like, I love them.
Sea of Thieves, yeah.
Eggs, hatching them, that's dope for me. But Sea of Thieves, collab, that's all I was gonna say. You E-Rock, I remember you talking about that He-Bot. Y'all niggas love that shit. So I know when y'all seen that yesterday, y'all got hype. I know y'all got hype because y'all like Sea of Thieves. For y'all out there that's listening in, I know Sea of Thieves is not for everybody, but these games are for certain people. There's a lot of people that like Sea of Thieves, a lot of people that like State of Decay. It might not be for y'all, but a lot of other people like it. So you can't say that these people are not gamers because they like or joke on people that like Sea of Thieves when your PlayStation dudes are playing a game like Indies that look like a sperm that was going around and yo was toting Godzilla and all that shit. Like
yeah, Hohokum.
Hey, know that Sea of Thieves reminded me of though? Ghost, check this out. You know how they had that mode? There's like, you know, it's in the four people. And I think about this here. Now y'all gotta just sit there and just think about this for a second. Now just imagine you had these 4 ships and they're going around inside of a whirlwind. And the whole thing about it is sucking them down, but you gotta try to be the last ship that stays up. And if you go too far down, your ship get crashed, and then you trying to shoot the other ships down, and you trying to keep your ship up at the same time. Man, you can add modes like that in the winter, get a stud treasure type thing that come up out the whirlpool.
There's a lot of things they could do with that. They could make it as everybody fighting against each other, right?
Yeah.
Flying around in their ships, and you could put it as freaking Blackbeard or something coming out of nowhere, skeletons or whatever, other pirates, but computer-wise, coming at you with some big ships. You know what I mean? Like doing a lot of things. You have a lot of stuff coming at them. You know, they try to say the Kraken is lacking, but all of some, it ain't lacking too much if a lot of motherfuckers is playing it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, actually, I never thought it was lacking though, man. You know what I'm saying? To me, gaming is subjective. All right?
You right.
And the guys in Rare with their unique art style, they created a whole ecosystem.
Yes.
All right.
Amen.
And you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've even seen fucking haters like, oh, there's no vegetation underwater. And meanwhile, you'll see in one of E-Rock's video, he goes underwater, there's vegetation everywhere. I was like, what is y'all talking about? Know what I'm saying? I mean, I've seen so many moments and shit that you can't script happen to Sea of Thieves. That'll never happen in fucking 99% of the games that are out there. All right, that's just because the way Sea of Thieves was created. All right, one time I was attacking a skull fort, and one of my boys, all right, we was getting dumped on from the shore, from these cannon installations, right? These towers. There were skeletons inside these towers, shooting cannonballs at us. My homeboy jumped inside a cannon and shot himself inside the motherfucking tower and cut the skeleton's head off. Ooh. I've never seen that in no fucking game, bro. All right, Sea of Thieves does things that you can't fucking predict or you can't fucking even code in any other fucking game, bro. It's that's what's called immersive gameplay. All right, it's just a sense of immersion that you get just from seeing the sunset, from seeing the sun rise, from the stars. Yeah. I mean, when I was playing with freaking Chuck knows this. It was me, Chuck, Savage. And we was, I don't know for how many hours straight we played one day, dude. It was just ridiculous, man. And then everybody was doing their things on the ship and what they needed to do. Nobody had to say anything. All right. The minute I would start sailing, know what I'm saying, I had the steering wheel and whatnot. Fucking Chuck would run all the way up to the top of the mast and shit and start scoping out the land. You know what I'm saying? And fucking once we would see the things and they shot out the coordinates to me because fucking Savage would go down. You know what I'm saying? He's ex-military. He shot the coordinates to me. I already know what direction I had to go. Oh, it's north by northeast. All right, let's go this way, man. And then the minute we would get to the island, by the time Chuck decided to jump in the water, Savage Carter done blasted himself over there with a cannon. Right, because he would jump inside a cannon, blast himself right to where the treasure was at, and fucking dump his shovel in there and hit it. Blink. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, that
wow.
motherfucker nice. That nigga nice.
Dude, that's beyond nice, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
That's beyond nice. The dude would shoot himself out of a fucking cannon. He would land on top of the fucking treasure, then just dump his shovel inside the sand. And clink.
Hey, we
what
was in
the
that
fuck?
bitch and we were like, man, we're gonna try to race Savage to the treasure. And I swear to God, man, fast as I try to run to that treasure, he always beat you there. Like bing bang.
Yep.
Every time. They better have 2 or more for you to have a chance to even get to one. And you're gonna be by the time he got to that first one, he running to the second one behind you.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. Y'all need somebody like that on this battle royal coming up because it's gonna get lit. Y'all better be ready with your squad because I ain't gonna lie, you could tell people are waiting for that and they're gonna be trying that mode out a lot. So you're gonna have a lot of people coming.
And that wasn't even talking about the DLC roadmap that they had this year as far as all those monsters and everything. That's just still active, bro. That's just a new mode that they added. That's some more shit. All right.
Yeah, no. And they got the gold ships where they got the ships that just come up out the water with the they got the cursed barrel that hit your ship that'll make your ship just turn like it got possessed. Man, they added some shit on that. What's the I don't even know what they call it, the shark with the double eyes and shit.
The Megalodon.
Megalodon.
Yeah, the Megalodon.
They shit pop in and out. So that means like stuff like that could come in and out. Think about it. So imagine what they might bring in and out every month. You might not see the same thing. But
there's another monster coming out, if I'm not mistaken, in December now.
I ain't hear about the other monster.
That's
yeah. They showed it on the roadmap, bro.
They got
the rare roadmap. They put it on the Xbox YouTube channel as well. They had showed off 2 monsters. Know what I'm saying? Besides the Megalodon, they had showed off another one and whatnot, but they weren't stating what it was. Man, right? Like? I need to re-download that shit, bro.
Shit.
I gotta see that. But we seen some sketches on the building one time. Remember you were saying because when they did the Kraken, we were seeing the ones with the little octopus legs before the Kraken came out, and I think they had one on there for a crab, a big ass crab.
That's the big ass crab, bro.
Yeah. Now that'd be one to see come out to see. Big ass crab paw just come and snatch your ass. Ain't no stopping it.
Yeah.
Man.
It's gonna be on point, yo, man. These motherfuckers are still building, and this is a game that to me shines like crazy, bro. It has its own unique art style. It reminds me of some Disney / Nintendo shit, bro.
Right. Hey, it remind me of, let's say, y'all have seen these movies that they try to promote this VR, right? How they try to put the VR helmet on your head. Now you immersed into this world. And then actually, a game like Sea of Thieves, it actually give you that the closest to me, the feeling of like you immersed into this world, like you in a whole other world when you put your VR helmet on in the movies. Like, I forgot they got this new TV show where they got you put the VR headset on and they got a whole universe where they do work type stuff in there, like like that. But that's how that Sea of Thieves give me that immersive, because I'm not putting them headsets on. See, the way the game is, like in the first person, that's far as I'm gonna go, and I'm good with that. So I know people might want more, but now I'm good. So that right there, that's my perfect immersion into a Pirate Sea game. Man, you can do it all.
Yeah.
Man, Game Pass the truth. Game Pass the truth, man. I got stated.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, all the games they showed, I wasn't surprised that they showed Ori and the Will of the Wisp, obviously, because all Microsoft titles are coming to the Game Pass. They stated that, and they've been living up to that.
From the state that
they even got Hellblade coming out. You know what I mean? Hellblade on Game Pass.
Yeah, man. I like that shit, man.
Ori and the Blind Witch
Hellblade.
Out, but when that bad boy come out, that's gonna be on there. You know what I mean?
Man, hey, look, I had to argue with a opponent.
Jump Force, y'all.
Oh, no. Jump Force. I don't think that's going to Game Pass.
Jump Force, that's another thing that I liked about the XO. When they showed the Jump Force characters, know what I'm saying? They had Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah.
Fucking versus Gold Vegeta? I mean, not Gold
Frieza.
Vegeta, Gold Frieza. I was like, what?
Ooh,
I
yeah.
was like, dude, that shit looked crazy, man. The graphics in that game look dope. I noticed that the developer was Spike Chunsoft, and they made that One Piece game and shit. I think I said that shit yesterday, but fuck it, I'm really looking forward to it, man, because that game is really over the top. This game looks like it's over the top, and it looks like it's gonna be fun as hell. Because they said they're gonna be using all their moves and everything. That's what's up.
For all them fighters out there, that's another fighting game right there to add to your. You know, they said
Dude,
fighters was dead, but
that game comes out the same day as Crackdown 3, bro. All right, now with Game Pass though, you got Crackdown 3 regardless. All right,
yep,
so the only game I would have to pay for would be fucking Jump Force.
definitely, man.
That's
Hey,
what's up, man. You see how Game Pass saves you money, people?
Yep.
I
Game
have
Pass.
Game Pass by that and
Ah,
whatnot, so I would already have Crackdown 3, and all I would have to do is just buy one game instead of two games, man. I just saved myself $60, bro.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey,
look,
yo,
hey,
go ahead, Chuck.
yeah, I got a I had some minor debate where you could call it a casual opponent. That's why I'm gonna call him casual opponent. So the dude, we back and forth talking about man. I said, yeah, man, I'll bust you and I'll bust your ass. And man, he was like, oh, I'm with it. He was like, what's this you play? I said, man, I play on the Xbox. He said, got a PlayStation. You lucky. I was like, well, shit, I played on the Xbox because the internet better when you playing online for sports games. He was like, yeah, I feel you. Then it was like, well, he was like, about me getting buying games and stuff like that. I was like, man, the Xbox, all I had to do was get Game Pass, and I got, saying all these other type games. I'm just kind of like upselling to him, and he's like, yeah, but if you get Game Pass or if you start paying for it, you lose those games. I was like, yeah, that's true. But if you purchase 2 games for $60, how much that is? He was like, that's $120. I'm like, right. Now, if I get Game Pass for a whole year and I'm getting 200 games, man,
And more.
you can't do that. Yeah, hey, he looked at me with that look on his face like, why wasn't
Yeah,
I?
like you just like the light from heaven just opened up, the stairway to heaven. It was like,
Right,
oh,
like you got hit with the light. Yeah. He was like, man, what the hell is what? Like literally, like he had that little epiphany, like, why ain't nobody tell me this shit before I purchased this PlayStation? Like he had that look like that.
Yep.
Like, wow, yeah, that, and when he said that, I was like, that's just how it goes. And that was my pony moment.
I think they're gonna say yes,
that's fucking brilliant though, bro.
more people are yes now or something like that.
It just like dawned on him after you broke it down to him that way. He's like, oh shit, damn.
You heard, guys?
I could have been playing 200 games for about a year
Hold on, guys.
with that 120, but now all I'm playing is 2 for
And
that same 120.
guys, for E-Rock there too. PlayStation got what? PlayStation Now, right? It's a stream. It's their server, right? With a lot of
Yeah,
games.
yeah, they pay like 100 and something a year as well.
Yeah, and they got they have a higher people on it, something like that. Than Game Pass, they try to say. But to me, I feel like over 200 something games for a short amount of time on Game Pass, that's fucking great.
Hey, man, you getting games that come out day and day. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Like, that's
Yeah,
great.
but wait a minute. But yeah, exactly. Like you said, day and date. You're getting new games on Game Pass. You're not getting games that's 2 or 3 years old.
Right. That's a big.
You know what I'm saying? Because PSN, you getting games, some old ass games, bro. You gotta fucking smack the dust off them bitches, bro. On Game Pass, you're getting brand new games. It's coming out day and date at launch.
Right. It's
All
cool
right,
to
it's
have
a
the
big
old
difference,
games, but
yo.
the day
So
games-
what's better? Know what I'm saying? You want an old ass rock? An apple? Or do you want that sweet, nice cherry red apple, bro? I want the red one, bro.
Yep,
This nice, sweet cherry one, bro.
you're
I
right.
don't
Man.
want the one that's all old and rotten and shit, yo. That's fucking been a few years old.
Shit, guys. Also, yo, Microsoft acquired in Exile Entertainment Studios and Obsidian Studios, yo. What you think about that? Khalad, you know about these studios. Y'all guys know about it.
Well, I mean, just to be honest, both studios and whatnot, they have games that they're already doing with other publishers. So we're not going to be seeing anything from an Exile or Obsidian, at least for the next couple of years. At least the next 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
got to get those games out first, and then they got to start working on the games that they was going to work on for Microsoft. So I think those games are going to be next gen games. Literally, the ones from an Exile and Obsidian. Now, games that we'll see this gen on the Xbox One and the X, We're gonna see that new Ninja Theory game that comes out next summer, right? At the E3 that they
Is that
already
gonna be
announced.
exclusive only
We're
for us?
gonna see that new game that Playground Games is working at on. Everybody says it's Fable, but we don't know. It's a rumor for now. It could be something else. All right, but whatever it is that Playground Games is working on, we're gonna see it. Now, there was also another rumor that since Playground Games is now two studios, that they was going to skip out on Forza Horizon 5 to work on another new IP, whatever that
Uh-oh.
may be, but that's a new rumor. All right, so we don't know
Okay.
really what's going down until we see E3 next year. All right, and then Killer Instinct and Iron Galaxy and whatnot, we haven't seen anything from them in a minute. All right.
Yep.
So maybe next year we're going to end up seeing something. Obviously, we're going to see what the Battletoads will look like next year. I thought it might be this E3, but as I totally forgot about the Battletoads after XO was finished. I literally did. I just remembered it now. So I guess we'll find out about Battletoads sometime next year as well and how that game looks. What else? What else? What else? What else? All right, we're definitely going to see Halo Infinite. Obviously, the new Gears is coming out next fall. So we're going to see some more on Gears next on E3 as well. We're definitely going to see Forza Motorsport 8. All right, that's definitely a given from Turn 10. All right, so it's going to be a pretty hefty year next year, man. And who knows what other deals Phil actually will get signed behind the scenes.
Right? Yep. You know how they always surprise us with like one or two exclusives coming like in the following year. Like, that
Yo,
you didn't
dude,
know about.
fucking the whole shit about fucking Black Desert Online. That shit fucking caught me out of left field. I could have sworn that shit was coming to the PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they saw the power of the X, and they was like, do we want to really upscale our shit, or do we want to come out in 4K?
Come out in 4K.
Obviously, they wanted the 4K, right? They was like, you know what, man? We want to fuck with native 4K shit, yo. We don't want to fuck with no checker.
Who's coming out 4K?
Black Desert Online, and yo, Hebot is back.
Oh, no, you know what it is, guys? I apologize. I had a phone call, and since I'm on my phone, it automatically sends me to the phone call, and then I get hung up from the Hangouts. So that's why I had to come back.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
You know what, guys? And I'm gonna be honest. For those listening to the podcast, you had high expectations. You said y'all wanted Microsoft to acquire studios. They just added two more.
But check this out before you chime in with that, Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
People, y'all gotta understand that we as podcasters, we like speculating.
Yeah.
All right. And we don't get bothered if that doesn't happen. But it's fun to speculate. Sometimes we might be right. Sometimes we're wrong. We basically like Michael Pachter, except we have more of a. We actually score more home runs than Michael Pachter. All right, let's just say that.
Our eyes are better.
But you're also honest about it, right from the jump. We'll say things like, we're not sure, we're just speculating, but we're hoping this is what it is. Michael Pachter will be like, oh no, that's what it is. That's what it is. And,
exactly.
And then it's no, That's the biggest difference.
Now, I want
to say something about that Black Desert real quick too when you get a chance, Ghost.
Actually, yeah, dude. As a matter of fact, Keyboard, I had brought up and dude, I did not miss it after I watched the XO. I did not miss it at all. All right, but they show Battletoads, bro.
I know.
They did not show Battletoads. That shit just dawned on me now while I was talking. I was like, oh shit, they didn't show Battletoads.
That could come out next year, guys.
No, we know it's coming out next year, son. That's a given. We know that.
Love him. Yeah, I like hitting me in the jugular all the time. Screw ya. No. I'm thinking. Honestly, I'm really thinking. Because I really thought they were going to show maybe a behind the scenes of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, right?
Yes, yeah. But they didn't, obviously. And that hurt big time. But I'm honestly thinking the reason why they didn't show it, if I had to take a wild guess, I think they're really going to market it and go hard on it, even though it's a smaller game. Because they know it's a very nostalgic IP.
And that's
what
classic.
I mean? Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by the nostalgic factor. So I think they're really going to surprise us and market it harder come next year. Like, I definitely think it's going to have a big premise on E3. And that'd be dope. Don't get me wrong. That'd be dope. It's the
they need to go big.
Right. It's just the anticipation of waiting to see what it looks like, how it comes out. If I'm even going to get it next year. You know what I mean? Like, all that. Obviously, that's my fanboy part of me talking, but all of
Obviously,
us are
bro.
like that with something. You know, all of us are like that with
Dude,
what we like.
They upped their boom with Crackdown 3, bro. So I think they could do it with the
Literally.
Battletoads.
No puns intended, but boom. There was no, but that Crackdown looks like it's gonna be fun, dude. I was like, wow, it looks dope, and I'm glad that they were able to show and deliver what they've been trying to promise with the destruction,
With the
because for
cloud,
so
yeah.
long, so many
Cloud-based
people are like,
destruction.
oh, they're not gonna do that. It's fake. It's not gonna happen. They're just bullshitting. They ain't gonna, you know what I mean? So I'm glad
Yeah,
they were
but then
able
again,
to
think
show.
about it. You know it was the haters, bro. You know it was the haters. Because if it would
Yeah,
have been on PlayStation, they would have been like, the cloud is real.
Yep.
right,
real.
right. But you
They
know,
would've been throwing that down our throat right now.
But dude, there's also people on Xbox side that are just weak-minded and be like, "Oh no, they're not gonna do that shit." Always
Definitely,
saying
bro.
things, you know who they are. We don't have to say who they are. And no, it's not next gen. That's not what we talk about. There's other
Oh yeah.
that have been more going, because you know how it is when people watch. That's not what we're talking about. It's other people, you know.
I
that
know, right?
are,
They'll be like,
you know,
oh, yo, they send us subliminals next gen.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
not,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's always
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If we're talking about next gen, we say next gen, this is
Yeah,
about
well,
you.
yeah, that's right. Because we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna let them know.
Listen,
We're gonna know so that nobody go give them a different,
listen, Heba,
message.
I just
right.
wanted to say, like, for the people who's out there in the comment section, this is how I feel. For the people that was hyped and watching this and was disappointed on wanting to see new games from these new studios, how if they just got these studios? It takes years for them to make these games. You understand? You got to let them make a game, at least a little bit of it, to show you the game. They can't just go, oh, here's a game. You understand? They can't just do that. You got to let these studios make these games. XO,
Right.
you know what I mean? XO just came out this year. How can they show a new game? You know what I mean? They just bought these studios this year. All these studios was this year that Microsoft locked down. So how can they show a game? You know
XO
what I mean?
it's a building ground. All we have now from this point forward is growth. They can keep growing and growing the show back again and make it to what it was before. Before, it was a venue that had big announcements.
Yes.
But because we didn't have social media, we didn't really know about it. Now that we have social media, it's the first one. They're going to travel from different cities to do these XOs. They already said they're committed because they want to bring it back. They want to do something straight for the fans, like fan service and fan fest.
I really enjoyed it, though. I can't lie. I really enjoyed it, man.
I'm
All
sorry.
the stuff they showed about Game Pass, they basically showing the gamers and the community,
sorry.
right?
Think about this, guys. We didn't even have nothing. We only had E3.
Let Heba finish.
No. Okay. Look, real quick. Ghost, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Those Mexican fans made us look like dummies. I never seen in any one of the shows the type of fucking enthusiasm that motherfuckers had over there. They had me hyped looking at this shit. Just looking how they were acting.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hype.
So even if it was something that was telling them all applaud or cheer, they were doing the job. They were showing the love to Xbox. And even when they did the interview with Phil, they said, we are appreciative of things like this because we don't get these type of things here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. There was one thing about the show that made me laugh, though, Heba. Now that you're talking about it with the Mexican fans, you know that kid that received the Xbox One X?
Okay.
He looked at the screen for a second, then he took off. I know he took off home and shit.
Oh, yeah, he wanted to go play that shit. He wanted to go play.
You know what? I'm out.
Yeah. That's one point.
Football, like
no, but that vibe, dude, that vibe, they were all into it. They were fucking hype. That was how we supposed to act, the Xbox fans that we so-called Xbox, when we around doing shit. Shit, if I get to go E3, I'm gonna be hyped like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something fun. It's something cool that you don't always get to experience. You know what I mean? And it's something that, and it has something to do with something you love. You know. And my other point is, people, XO is free. Free.
Wow. Nobody paid shit. As a matter of fact, think about it. All this stuff about XO. It seems like it's a love letter to the gaming fans, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Microsoft's love letter to the gaming fans, yo. XOs to XOs, yo. What's up?
Shit. Well, basic experience is $90 a ticket, my dude. And you sit on it's $90.
$90 for what? To stand up in the church?
Ticket. No, what they do is they sit in a stage, and then they talk about stuff. And if you look back, I think Ghost Rider hit this topic earlier. If you look back at the XO, at the PlayStation Experience, they were dog shit. All they showed was small indies.
Yes.
Then they showed Uncharted, an unplayable demo with a fake fucking graphic saying that it was gonna look like that, and it didn't. Then they showed the demo the following. Then they showed the demo the following year, and that shit crashed live, and they tried to play it off saying it didn't. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It was, and people paid for that
wasn't
shit.
it the PlayStation Experience where they showed like the moving chest hairs or something, and they said that was next gen?
Yes, yeah. It was, yeah, and they were paying for this. These guys paid for that. That's what they.
Because they was like, "Yo, that's next gen." I was like, "What? Wait, the moving chest hairs?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, you really be blowing if somebody shows you some flowing dick hairs and shit, huh?"
Oh my god,
my dude!
Yo.
Listen,
Right,
that's where they showed. That's where they showed Dreams or even Concrete Genie. They showed little games.
Oh wow! And Dreams still ain't come out.
Oh, no, exactly.
Shocker. And it's not even using cloud-based physics, man. What's up?
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's doing nothing
innovative. The Last Guardian
Minecraft does the same thing that they do in Dreams.
But The Last Guardian didn't use cloud-based technology, and it took 10 years almost, or 9 years. Look at that. So, let's
be honest, though. Yo, he bought. Let's be honest, though. The Last Guardian, all they did was dust it off and fucking put it on his video,
right? And they was hyped for that dog shit.
Yeah, all right.
That shit was it was shelved. Oh shit, we got no game sparse. Yo, bring it out, just touch it up a little bit.
Exactly, because that was the year that they were sparse.
Yeah, you don't remember? It came out in December. It came out in December.
Dude at the beginning of the year, he's like, "Yeah, we're kind of sparse this year." And as a matter of fact, the guy that said that he said we're kind of sparse this year, he ended up leaving Sony to go lead Iron Galaxy. How about that?
Yeah, he did. That shit is funny, dude.
You know what's so sad about this, yo? On their E3, bro, they show that dog shit of a game, son, and you had people crying. How?
Yeah. Well, because they were crying because they were like,
they didn't think it was ever coming out.
Yeah, that's why. They're like, oh my god, thank God it's coming out. Okay, lindo, you know.
Hey, the charge, they killing me.
Hey, Kalad, I'm ashamed to say it. My cousin, when you debated him,
shit,
that was realistic.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, photorealistic. Wow. Yeah.
That's what I said.
My gosh, man. How many people's feeble minds are brainwashed?
Yo.
This Bloodborne is photorealistic. The Last Guardian is photorealistic. And I'm like, what?
Cousin Lito, but Lito, you fucked up on that one, bro. I love you, Cousin, though. Don't get offended, but
shout outs to Lito.
Messed up on that, yeah, Lito. You messed up on that one. I got you on that one, bro. It was nothing photorealistic on that game, man. That game was halal.
Well, to be honest, Ghost, when you play Crackdown has photorealistic graphics, but they're all cel shaded around it. If you look at it, that's what the style is. People don't even realize it.
Dude, that shit look like Terry Crews, man.
That's what I'm saying. Oh shit! If you take off the cel shaded off of it, even in the previous ones, but not as much. But if you take off the cel shading off of it, it'll look photorealistic because that's the look.
But think about it. How many photorealistic games we see actual actors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they look like dog shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't look like the actual actor, and you're like, wow, this is supposed to be photorealistic, and the actor look like dog doodoo.
Right.
What the fuck, man? And then you see something like Crackdown that's cartoony, you could tell in the heartbeat the minute they showed him that was Terry Crews, and it wasn't even a close up, bro. It was a far off distance shot, and I was like, damn, that's Terry Crews.
You can still identify that.
You know, it was a photorealistic game. Quantum Break, my nigga, keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
That looked dope.
Right? Quantum Break looked. They still look insane right now.
All the characters look like the fucking actual actors and shit. Everyone, man, from fucking what the fuck is this dude's name from Game of Thrones and shit? Littlefoot? I don't know. I forgot his name, man.
Who are you talking about from Game of Thrones? Which one? The midget?
The guy that was the bad guy.
Oh,
the Quantum Break.
The villain. Yeah, I forget his name. That's the name of the villain of Quantum Break.
What? What was it?
No, when he Littlefoot?
Quantum Break.
Littlefoot, yeah, Littlefoot and shit, right?
Paul Serene.
Yeah, I know he plays Paul Serene. Definitely, you got the dude from the X-Men up in there. You got old dude from the Wire. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
you had the dude from fucking the Lord of the Rings and shit. The guy that played Chuck, right?
What about E-Rock? You hyped for the Crackdown? You like the way it looked?
Oh man, Crackdown Crackdown gonna be tight, man, and February 19th it'll be winter time. Everybody can get it. We should have known that these games take time to make, man, and Crackdown got a lot of shit from haters and a lot of shit from the doubters and these fake Xbox fans out here. They know who they are, and last year they had that botched showing with the MTV. It was a clusterfuck, but them showing it down in Mexico running and showing the destructible environment shut everybody up. I'm excited for it, man. It's something different. Microsoft caters to all genres, man. Crackdown, like anything else that's out there, just like Sea of Thieves is unlike anything else that's out there. And for us diehard Xbox fans who haven't turncoated, we should have known that Microsoft was going to make this happen because we kind of got glimpses of destructible environments in Don't Laugh, Scream Rod.
Yeah.
Scream Rod came out years ago.
Oh my God,
they kind of showed how that was possible, but everybody said, "Oh, no,
Oh, that's right. With Screen Ride. Screen Ride is fun. I told people like, "Oh, you retarded." I was like, "Dude, I know it don't look good. I know it's not fair, but you play the game. It's fun. It's a fun game." Go ahead, Re-Rock. I'm sorry.
So I'm excited for it, man. I'm hyped for it, man. It is what it is, man. Like you're never going to change the hearts or minds of some of these people, but as long as you guys as gamers know what you like and excited about the brand, they're going to be a success.
Hey, right now, like you had a good fight with the ponies, man. Like you put in a good fight with them, like you just tired of the ponies, man. They'd have got on your last nerves, huh?
E-Rock's always gave this message the same.
But he's on point though. If you think about it, I'm sorry that I cut you off, E-Rock. I mean, but he's right though, man. The diversity on Xbox is fucking ridiculous, bro. None of the games you could say is a clone of the other previous game.
Right.
All right. There's nothing like a Sea of Thieves. There's nothing like a State of Decay.
Yep.
There's nothing like a Crackdown 3. There's nothing like a Halo.
Yep.
There's nothing like a Gears. There's nothing like a Killer Instinct. There's nothing like a Ori and the Blind Forest. There's nothing like a Forza Horizon. There's nothing like a There's nothing like a fucking Forza Motorsport. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's just people. You just do not know. There's nothing like a fucking Crimson Dragon. Do you even know what a Crimson Dragon is? Do you even know what Sunset Overdrive is, son? You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, there's nothing like Dead Rising motherfucking 3. I'm sorry, but there's nothing like it. All right? That shit, I had to push the controller forward to push the zombies off of me, man. Talk about motion physics. That shit was some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Sneaking up on zombies, be like, yo, psst, over here. And dudes just fucking turn around and shit. Yo, it was like they heard me. I was like, yo, this shit is wild, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like the Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, the first one that came out, where I was grabbing fucking the artifacts and looking at them with my hand. I was like, oh shit. This is some virtual reality shit, yo. Even before virtual reality came out.
Rise of the Rome.
Rise of the Rome. Oh my gosh, yo. I think Microsoft should have bought Crytek though, but that's just But Rise of the Rome, man, damn, that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Talk about photorealistic graphics. That was at launch. At launch.
To be honest with you, even though they're more simplistic, even something like Cuphead. Definitely Local Cycle from Twisted Pixel.
Cuphead, oh my gosh.
And fucking Record, they have such a charm to them that there's nothing really like that on PlayStation or even Nintendo, to be honest with you. And people, if you give it if people like gave it a shot.
Matter of fact, we just named off a whole bunch of games that are exclusive to the Xbox console, right? That are exclusive. Can you name that many PlayStation games? I got a PlayStation.
That look different.
I can't name that many, son.
No. That look different. If you say God of War, it's a lot like Horizon. If you say Uncharted, it's a lot like Last of Us. You see what I'm trying to say? They just don't have that distinctive look or feel, They all feel the same. That's what I'm,
Hey, we even got one of them. What that is? Halo R, the right trigger game, the game that the over the top game.
Oh,
Yeah. Halo Wars.
Halo Wars. Yeah, we even got those type of games.
Yeah, there's nothing like a Halo Wars either. That's different from
They
everything
don't
you
even
just
have an
mentioned, bro.
RTS
Yep.
on their lineup.
Hey, name a map.
No, man. I mean,
Make it
what
hard.
characters
Name
could
a
they
number.
do for
Xbox got-
RTS?
Yeah,
I mean, they
none.
could try doing a Killzone, right? As an
Maybe.
RTS.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Look
don't
at
know
that.
if
We
they
giving
have enough
Sony ideas, bro. We giving Sony ideas, yo. Look, Killzone as an
Jesus
RTS. Y'all
Christ,
might be able to
incredible.
do something.
Hey, we got something for all the customers. Like any genre you like, we have something
Yep.
for you. Man, remind you of Turk off the Netflix Marvel shows. He got something everywhere. You can't
Look at that. Even if you're a fan of Netflix, yo, you just get Game Pass. No, I'm just saying, bro.
Man.
Well,
They
dude,
just-
even have you guys? If you, dude, I don't even like MMOs, but damn, that Black Desert. You can play it on the X. It gives you an option. You can play it 60 frames in 1080p.
Yeah.
But
How
that
is that?
shit looks fucking crazy. My son was playing it yesterday for like a hot minute, and it's in
Yeah.
beta form. You know, so you have the little
Uh-huh.
hiccups here and there, and even
Of
frame
course,
rate.
because they're just testing the
But
servers.
even in 4K, it's an unlocked frame rate, so it looks 60 some parts in 4K. This shit look ridiculous,
Wow.
dude. It looks crazy. It's an open world, right? MMO.
Yep.
It's fucking nuts. I was like, damn. It looks
Yeah,
nice.
it's like super duper bright. A little bit too much going into the menu to pick your next
Yeah,
mission,
yeah.
and so
Mhm.
it takes you out of the game. But look, the visuals are just
You know what I'm talking about. You saw it?
yeah.
He put video. He put gameplay up on the channel.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Today?
Nah, not today.
Really? I didn't even see that. Well, E-Rock been doing nothing but grinding. I've been seeing nothing but gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. Put it like this: all his videos been gameplay that I can't even comment because we're playing the same game. We're supposed to say, "Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks nice." I can't even leave a comment because you don't even talk. He's just Toma. He's just playing the game, so I can't
That
say nothing because I don't know what to say. All I say, well, damn, that looks pretty. Because he's not even talking. You know the traditional.
I know.
When he's doing his
But
videos,
I still
he's
checked
talking.
out his character though, man. He had a dude that looked like a barbarian berserker. What was that? A berserker?
yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Motherfucker
I
was
haven't
big.
seen it. I
I
have
was
to
like,
check it
okay,
out.
that's
Yo.
a berserker.
I like that the gameplay, like the action, like the how you call it, the battle system, it's not like your old school like PC style game. It's very
Yeah, it doesn't feel
fast-paced.
like an MO. It seems like they took their
Yeah, it's
time to get it
fast.
to console. Yeah.
It's fucking fast. My son was doing some shit with this girl, doing black flips and throwing magic at the same time. Middle there, he grabbed an orc, threw his ass up. There was a big ass
Oh
orc.
yeah.
was
I
trying
was
to
using
choke him out,
that
like,
magic
what the
chick. That shit was crazy too.
Yo,
Yup.
she looked like an elf almost, right?
Yup.
like a
She was doing
Robin
some
Hood type
shadow
character?
shit. Like her hands would look like some claws or some shit, man.
Well, he had
I
her
don't
hooked
know.
up with some other shit. Like, that shit was crazy. And I don't like MMOs, but damn, that game is a looker, especially if you play it on the X, because I'm pretty sure even on the regular ones, like the
On
S
the
and
regular one, the shit looked
it looks
gorgeous.
good,
So I
but
was
on the
fucking
X,
flipping.
I'm telling you from what I see, it looks fucking nice.
Nah, I
I'm
know.
like,
They took their
damn.
time. Yo, why do you think they took all this time to come out? They announced Black
Yeah,
Desert
it's been a
last
while.
year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They
It's been a
announced
while.
it last year.
They're Korean.
And it was
too,
supposed to
those guys.
come out. Yeah, they were supposed to come out earlier this year during the summer,
Oh, Derek's
right?
over there.
But they said that they was working on the 4K visuals and the HDR
Yeah.
for the
and
X.
they weren't lying because the HDR E-Rock just hit on it. It's very it's like pow. It's right in your face. You can see
Damn.
the brightness and the sun and everything glistening. The armor is like super shiny. The character models, every single.
I
character
know,
looks-
right? The armor. I've
looks
never
super-
seen armor in the game like
Yeah,
that,
that shit
bro.
look retarded.
I was like, what
You know
the
what it reminds me
fuck?
of a new generation of like 99 Nights. It kind of gives me that vibe.
Yeah.
damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Ebot went straight
You know what I mean?
360 on us, yo.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
what it-
like
that's
some
what it
99
reminded-
shit.
Because they have
Because I remember
magics, too.
99 Nights, that armor looking kind of shiny. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
shit
no,
was
girl,
no,
on
and
Inti.
just the look, how different it looked, even though it was following the Dynasty Warrior formula, but it had its own appeal.
Oh,
like,
that's
it was
right. They're both
different, you know
Korean
what I mean?
games, of course.
Yo,
The
that
same
shit was
DNA.
hot, bro. I was like, damn. Look,
Want
all
to
I'm
know what got
saying
me
is-
more excited? They only let us try 6 classes, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
in the beta. But there's
Yeah, yeah.
16 classes in total. 16, bro.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
All right,
All I
60
got,
different classes, man. That I'm like,
yeah, that's a
ooh, I
lot.
can't wait
That's
to
a
get
lot.
my
Yeah,
hand
that's
on
a
this
lot.
game.
That's a lot. It's gonna have a lot of meat. All I'm gonna say is, for anybody that's an MMO fan, you're in for a treat.
Oh
Because the
my
game
gosh, bro.
plays and looks gorgeous. I don't know how much longevity it has as far as the side quest, but just visuals and gameplay alone is impressive. Especially that it's on an Xbox console and it's not on PC.
Dude,
And those
I,
PC dudes are gonna be salty.
dude, I played
It's
fucking
nice.
Terra for a hot minute. I played Terra for a hot minute and shit, and I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the living fuck out of it. But Black Desert, man, skull
It's on
drags
another level.
fucking Terra
Yes,
through the
yes.
gutters, yo. It
Yeah,
just
that's
literally
another.
skull
It's on.
drags that bitch, man. I
You
was like,
could
come on,
tell
here,
this.
man. You ain't shit.
You could
As a matter
tell
of
it's
fact,
high
I'm gonna grab you
quality.
by your hand, drag your ass all over the place. Hold on.
Yeah. You could tell it's high quality, and you could tell that that's why they were taking their time. Like, everybody was like, "Black Desert ain't never coming out. Black Desert's never coming out." I heard people saying, I was like, "Well, maybe they're taking their time." But you could tell when you look at it, because the beta is pretty nice and cleaned up. Is what I'm
What
saying.
I want to
It's
know
quality.
if the PS4 is ever gonna have the same visual fidelity as the X.
Oh, I don't know.
Right?
I
I
know
don't think
this
the
look
Pro is
crisp.
gonna attain that. Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why they decided to concentrate on the X, yo. Come on. They had announced it
Well,
for the
right
PS4 first. They had
right?
announced it for the PS4. And then after a while, once they saw the specs on the X, they was like, you know what? This is what's next. We're
Well,
going
it's
to
an online
Xbox.
heavy game. I don't think the PlayStation ecosystem online can handle it. It's a very heavy online game. I'm for real. To be honest with you, if PUBG comes out on PS4, that's just gonna be a disaster. Because it had problems on Xbox because it's so demanding, and and the way that the game needs so much that online ecosystem. I don't know how it's gonna run on PS4, and that's not a shade. It's just their ecosystem. It doesn't compare to Xbox. It's the truth. Not to mention PC. So
Wow.
I don't know.
Check this out, guys. I'm gonna throw something out there. Do you think that game Fable would be for next year, or that would be a next gen game?
Nah, that you're talking about the game that Playground Games is working on, because we don't really know if it's Fable.
Right. We're speculating.
All right, but will it come out next year? I don't know. It can come out next year or the year after.
I think if they come out with a Fable 4, will be shocking to everybody. More realistic.
Yeah, I
though.
mean, there's
Make it
definitely
more
a lot of
realistic,
hardcore
like,
fans of Fable.
They need to
honest?
change it. I think like the graphics they used to be, they need to change it up. Something similar to what PlayStation did with God of War, but change it up. The whole style of it. That would be.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that because we talked about it. I think we do all agree on that. But I think it'll come out probably at the very tail end of the console when they're already about to release the next consoles. Because I really think, because of the fact that it's going to be,
save it.
it's going to take a long time. I think it's going to be a cross. No, I think it's going to be a cross-generation game.
That is going to be cross-gen, bro.
Yeah, obviously, even though it'll benefit more from the new console, obviously, but I think they're going to do it where you'll be able to play it on X, on S, or on the new gen, Scarlet, whatever it's called, because the game's going to take a while to make. Dude, RPGs take forever to make, dude. Especially if you want them done right, So.
And it's an open world, yo. Yeah, they probably tried to eclipse what they did on The Witcher, bro.
Yeah. That's the standard. That would be the standard, you would think. Right? That would be the standard. So I'm pretty sure, especially that they want to come at high quality, because that's been their whole mantra. If you notice, making high quality AAA and quadruple A quality games. That's been their whole messaging since they started buying the studios. So I don't think they're gonna release anything unless it's like full blown, like nothing you've ever seen before, or at least it's way higher quality than you've seen in other places. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I really think it's going to be cross-gen, though. In my point of view, for your question, Ghost, I think it's going to be cross-gen, and it's going to come out at the tail end of this gen, when the new consoles are about to come out. Okay. To be honest.
All right.
So basically, Ghost, we did exactly what this podcast was named. You know what I'm saying? We talked about some heroic shit at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because it's heroic vibrations. Let's talk about it. And we talked about everything, bro.
Yep, we touched up on a lot of things today.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all want to add, though? Because I was about to bounce and play some games.
Well, we'll get Triple Cup and E-Rock's, answer about what they think about if Fable will come out.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else can keep chiming in, though, man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying me.
Fable coming out. Hey, look, I got this one question I want to ask y'all. Do y'all think like Microsoft by they pushing these subscription services like Game Pass, Game Pass, and EA trying to push they like EA Access and Origin, and they giving these so much incentives for people to get these here, even though it'd be cheaper to do this here than purchase the game. Do y'all think that this is a strategy move to choke out GameStop and places like that resell games? Because you can't resell a subscription fee.
Well, to be honest, Chuck, I think it's just they're just trying to give options to those that may not be as fortunate.
Yes.
Meaning that don't have the means to buy games all the time.
Well, I know what I think. Yeah. They don't give a shit about GameStop.
Yeah,
they give a shit more about the gamers.
Well, that's business 101. You're supposed to do. You're in this for business. You want to make money. You don't care about the competitor. But I think that the reason why the whole idea behind those subscription services, not only will they make money, but they're giving a better viable option to people to give them more freedom.
I mean, that sounds good for Microsoft, but not for EA. I mean, we got
but I'm saying, but EA's right now they're in the dumpster shit right now. A lot of people are mad at them. I mean, they gotta make up for a lot.
They the dude, bro. So they gonna be mad at EA. The thing about
that's what I'm saying. They gotta make up a lot of ground, dude. A lot of ground.
About that, the say the game or stuff. Because they know one thing, they games like FIFA and Madden, they gonna sell annually for the same.
Oh, they sell no matter what. Those games sell themselves, Chuck.
Why give it to
people? The same audience.
Y'all talking about EA.
I know.
And all the stuff y'all talking about. There's one thing I needed to bring up, but go ahead, finish what y'all was saying.
I was saying like with EA, think about it, they're gonna sell these same games for this price. Why sell it to them for cheap? But that's not EA. EA trying to do it for a different reason, and my thing is they're choking them out. Now, what I was saying with Microsoft is and with Game Pass, that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's more than one reason you do stuff. You don't do stuff for one thing. You got to have multiple limbs that's growing off this tree. And I think one of these limbs is to try to kill GameStop because they competing against themselves. When you take a game, you sell it to them. They take their game, they sell it, buy it back, resell it, buy it back, resell it, buy it back, resell it. The same game, man.
Yep.
Subscription fees is the thing you can't, like I said, you cannot resell it. So if you got this here going out, so you selling the people the games cheaper, so that's making them come this direction. So now you're taking out GameStop. That could be a smarter plan because Microsoft tried to do it. GameStop wasn't hearing that when they with their DRM and stuff like that.
Well, that's why GameStop is trying. GameStop is fighting back because what they're doing is now they're giving you more trading value for the newer games, right? And they're also trying to counterattack the whole digital thing by letting you for example, we were playing Red Dead before everybody else that bought it digitally was playing it.
Yo, guys, I gotta say something quick before I bounce because my phone is almost dead. I have no battery.
Oh, shit.
Right? So no, it's all good. You guys keep going and saying what you're talking about, but I wanted to bring one thing up. And Triple Cup Chuck reminded me because he brought up EA. You know what I'm saying? And you know how EA is notorious for their loot boxes. All right. Well, guess what? Activision. A dude dropped a G-Note, $1,000 on Black Ops 4.
Oh, shit.
All right. And he only got one gun variant. One gun variant, bro.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
By opening all those loot boxes after wasting $1,000.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
He only got one fucking gun variant, bro.
Are you serious?
I'm fucking serious. That shit is trending, son.
Great.
All right. That's how predatory the loot boxes are, people.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
All right.
Wow.
That shit is fucking gambling, and they're preying on people's fucking that have illnesses with gambling. I'm sure this dude fucking gambles a lot. And guess what? He blew $1,000 hoping he was gonna get quite a few gun variants. But yeah, after a Gino, he only got one.
Jesus Christ. Wow. That's great.
All right. That's fucked up. But yo, guys, I'll check y'all because I need to charge my phone and whatnot.
All right,
but y'all can keep rolling with that though.
We're gonna stop the show right now. Collab, go ahead. Let them know who you like. Let them know where they can find you at. Collab.
No, but y'all can keep talking about that though, man. Y'all want to end it right now?
Yeah, we're gonna end it right here.
Oh, let him say goodbye.
Yeah. Then you guys keep talking about what you're talking about.
Triple go say what you're gonna say, then we end it. Go.
Yeah.
So they can get their.
All right, so yeah, y'all can hit me up at DirectX-Star on Twitter, on my YouTube channel at Kaleidoscope, on Xbox Live at Kaleidoscope as well, all in caps, and on PlayStation 4 at Kaleidoscope Mars. And there it is, clear as day. Peace.
Peace.
That's my brother.
Got it down to a science.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I was saying about that is I'm gonna keep drilling into GameStop, and I'm gonna see me. I think a little bit differently. So I'm seeing from different angles, and the angle that I'm seeing is why would they do something like that? You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be slick talk. The words that they saying, and there's a reason behind everything. Even though I'm a Microsoft fan, I'm a gamer. I love, all the other gaming systems that we play. I'm still gonna try to find these different angles that I see. And I know one thing: GameStop ain't gonna be around too much more longer. I don't care what they try to do. But
Well, they also doing now a lot of the pop cultural stuff, and for that reason, that's why I think a lot of people are going to them now, which is selling figs, very exclusive, rare pieces and items through ThinkGeek because they merged. GameStop has a lot of good options for certain people. It's almost like Game Pass. It's for those that fit, but I understand your complete argument about it. That what they do, their bad practices.
You don't
practices.
They on their last leg with the stuff that you was naming they doing. They not making a quarter of the money they make.
Oh no way, no. So, I think they'll end up making more than ThinkGeek, right? Yeah, you're for sure. I agree with you 100%. And I think that's what I think they learned their lesson and they're trying to make up for it, but I think it's a little too late. Like you said, I think it's going to take them a miracle to recover. But if they do recover, I don't think it's going to be nowhere near what they were making or were doing before profit-wise. I think it's going to be more ThinkGeek than anything else. So I agree with you 100%.
They too late now because what they could have done was they could have seen the trend of being online. See with the Amazon thing that they're doing now, they got other sites now where you could trade your game to people online. If they were smart, they could have capitalized on that where you could trade your game into them online digitally like that. But
look what happened to Blockbuster Triple Cup.
Yeah, now
Blockbuster started the streaming service, but it was only exclusive to PC. Yeah. Here comes Netflix and talks with Microsoft and even started on PS2, but it was through a disc in Europe, and said, what about if we bring it to consoles? Because a lot of people play consoles on a daily basis as their source of entertainment. And that was it. They never and Blockbuster never migrated and adapted to go on consoles. They didn't make an app to play on consoles and stream their movies. And they were gone. They didn't last more than a year and a half. They were gone. Netflix completely dominated.
So you see the trend. So you see the trend. So you see the direction that it's heading in. And I'm gonna be right there stomping on top of them. Bye GameStop.
Guys,
so
that's
what about
the Call of Duty I grind out. That dude spent $1,000. I grind it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're
that's
nice
crazy.
enough, you can
that's
just
crazy.
get it on your own. You don't have to spend money, bro.
That's mind-boggling. That's nuts, dude. That's the whole reason why it's bad for gaming, and people don't even realize it. That shit's crazy. That shit is crazy. And what about E-Rock? E-Rock, did you say what you thought about maybe the release for Fable?
Oh man, I don't think we're gonna see it to the end of this generation, but I mean, it's gonna be hype, man. I'm very patient, man. I don't need all of this stuff right now. I mean, I got like 74 gigabytes left on my hard drive, but my dance card is full.
Yeah.
So whenever it come out, man.
You got so much stuff. You're just trying to figure out how to make up or how to like catch up. Me too with the back catalog. It's like people are like, we don't have enough games. No, we got enough games. Just one day at a time.
Yeah, I'll be like slow down too, like Battlefield 5. I'm a huge Battlefield player, but I say, man, I wish that game come out next year. Man, I'm gonna get it too. I'm there, but it's just the whole thing.
Hey, Cup, I'm down with you on that Red Dead, baby. I'm rolling up with my horse. Remember, you told me, Ghost, you rolling? I said, I'll be your Huckleberry because I'm coming, boy.
Yeah.
We out there to light motherfuckers up because I'm trying, bro. On that multiplayer.
Yeah, we gonna do something serious in there, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, we the regulators, baby.
It's so much stuff right now. I don't want to get overwhelmed because there ain't enough daytime in the day to play all these games they got, man. Oh man, I have so much to play. Hey, it feels good to be a gamer.
Hell yeah.
Them gamer problems. But yeah, man. So y'all ready to get up out of here? Y'all still want to got some more to go? So I'm
waiting on y'all.
Oh shit,
I'm
man,
ready
we
to
get
play.
out of here. I
I
want to
got
play
a
some
little bit of
Dead
time. I
now.
got. I'm gonna have like 4 hours of sleep for work, but I'm gonna
No,
play that
no,
hour of
we
Red
can
Dead.
exit out.
Play that Red Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, still gotta put an hour of Red Dead in.
You know that. I gotta try to do something. Right now, my man got tuberculosis,
yeah, we got to get to bed. Oh
spitting
yeah,
out blood and all that.
I should have warned y'all, man. I should have warned y'all.
Spoiler.
When you get to Saint Denis, like when you first get there, make you it's probably kind of too late now for some of you. Make a separate save that you're not going to touch. Just 2 or 3 separate saves outside of your main story that you're not going to touch because no spoilers, but Red Dead Redemption goes south. Here, it's not, so you know, Arthur Miller is such a cool guy. I like to kind of remember him because he should be kind of
You
make an
gotta,
extra save.
Damn. I hope
you
I
gotta get
ain't
that
just
put an extra
affected.
save in.
What's
Hey,
that?
My man got
hey,
affected. Got tuberculosis, and right now I just got up out of it. They gave me a shot in the doctors and shit. Paid $10, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. The doctor like, yo, you need to rest, but I'm like, I can't, cause you know I'm always on the move and with Dutch and all that. So
What?
I hope
So if you die, what happens? You got to start all over?
no,
No,
like I don't know.
there's 10 more hours to his story. There's 10 more hours to offer Arthur's story, he's like one of the best characters ever. And
Yeah,
then
man.
I don't mean to spoil the game for you, but it's another 15 hours where you playing as that punk ass John Marston.
Oh, you know what? I can't wait. I like John Marston, but I ain't gonna lie. Arthur right now, I'm trying my best, and I know he's dying
He
on.
said, "Punk ass." He must not like something the way he does, huh?
hey, y'all
Well,
ever
I
been to
mean,
that plantation that's down there? Yeah, this some eerie stuff. You know, I'm riding on Red Dead. I'm going to the with the horse. I don't know what's the name of the plantation, but like when you first get to it, they got like this
oh,
big. They got there's a big opening, and when you go through the opening, they got the trees on the left and the right hand side.
Yeah, I did
Man,
that.
hey, look, check this out. This is so eerie because when I seen this, I said, I know this place. And I'm riding through there and I was looking. I said, man, when I looked at this place, man, they got that place, that real plantation is right there in West Baton Rouge on 190. They got a plantation that sits off on the right and it goes way back then, literally tree for tree. That's where that design came from. And when I seen it, it was like an eerie feeling that's how much depth this game got into it. Where because from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of stuff. Because I'm from Louisiana, so there's a lot of stuff, and it kind of catching my attention. So they must have did some of this stuff in my hometown, and it's kind
Of course.
yeah, and it's kind of crazy because when you see stuff like that, it's like almost like picture perfect. Like literally, when I rode through the plantation, you know, my eyes was bucked wide open. I'm looking, and then I was playing on the game. I'm riding on the horse. I'm looking at solar. I've been to this location before, and almost gave me that deja vu feeling.
But that's dope.
Right.
That's dope, bro.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
they really, that game is a masterpiece, man. They did I mean, I know as gamers hype up a lot of shit. They hype up a lot of shit. They move on to the next big thing. But like Red Dead Redemption 2, they really, really, really did a good job with that game. Like I had to tear myself away from it today because it was just like it was just sucking up all my time. And like the guy Arthur Morgan, he's so cool. You get attached to him. Yeah, you do horrible things as him. You kill people. You do horrible things. But he's a decent guy, and I kind of wanted him to run away with his wife because his wife is like, oh, let's get out of here. But like, it's no way out for any of them. It's actually a sad story. Dutch, John Marston, there's no way out for any of them.
Look, man.
So it's kind of fucked up that Rockstar would do that to us, but that's how they roll sometimes.
I see it like this. I don't like Dutch, man. I said it since the beginning. I don't like the way he talked. He putting them in predicaments to keep robbing and killing people, and they dying. They shot my dude Lenny on the rooftop. They took Lenny out, son. I got mad. They killed Lenny. I started going crazy with the rifle. I started hammering it down, but they shot the old man. The old man was telling Dutch, "You doing a lot of things wrong, bro. You ain't executing right. You want to go savage," and they shot him cold-bloodedly. The feds or the detectives, the agents blew him away like, bam. I'm sorry for the spoilers, guys. But
lost
Man,
the art.
I was like, man, he bought the
Stuck.
shit out of shit.
oh man, yo, but I could say it, but you never gonna know. But when that part happens, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna start gunning. You ain't seen nothing yet. I just threw
That
out a little
game is
thing.
dope.
Yep.
That game is fucking dope, dude. That game is
It
dope.
just it has so much stuff in it. That's
Yeah,
I
I be
think
running around doing just doing netting for
Triple
two,
cup.
3 hours.
You on level 3, right?
Yeah.
When you get to level 3 is gonna get ill. From level 3 to level 4, when you get to level 4, my God, just trust me. You're gonna get crazy. Like, oh, yo, Ghost, you was right. Yo, it got lit. It's gonna get lit where you gonna be like, damn. That's why E-Rock's telling you in short words. You're gonna start feeling for these characters,
You
and when
gonna really
stuff
start getting
happens,
it.
yeah, you're gonna start gunning
Yeah,
it, boy.
I
You're
be
gonna want to kill them, and
yeah,
they
see the
gunning at you.
down for the main story. That's the thing. The main story, I don't play it too much. I mean, I go through it, but I be doing just ad stuff. Like I be going through the game and I be trying to see how many deer I can kill with my knife. I do shit like that. And I'll be out there for like hours just doing that. That's why I'm so behind on the game.
Don't worry about it. I do the same thing. I try to hunt. I try to do this. I get,
Man, I do
man, they
that
come
shit
at me
for
with
hours.
bounties. I be shooting it out with them. What's up? What's up? I be running too. There's too
Mhm.
many of them. Swoo.
I just be
Yeah.
smiling.
I'm gonna try to play it because I was enjoying it in the beginning too. Like the beginning part where you have to go look for the animals to skin them in the beginning in the tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm enjoying what's there. I'm so I'm gonna try to
Yo,
play it.
he about trust me. When you play that game, it's gonna have you stuck.
Hell yeah.
Stuck, bro. When you really get to feel for these characters, man, and when one of them dies, it really hits you. Like, see, yo, you know what's crazy? And before I end this, I just want to say this. This is a game that to me is going to be game of the year because not only is it like realistic, it has a great story. A lot of games don't have a dope story. Like a lot, I think a lot of developers fell off on that, giving you a great game that looks beautiful.
Well, I think it's because it's firing on all cylinders. It has not only a good story, it has good gameplay mechanics,
Uh-huh.
attention to detail in every aspect and everywhere that's making you feel so engaged and immersed, not only with the characters but in the world. Like if you were part of the Wild West. Now, if and if you definitely enjoy, having that longevity where you take your time as you're going in the game, and it has a lot of surprise moments. I think that's what makes it even the more worthwhile. So it's just all rounded out. But again, like we said before, it should be. It's 1,000-man team. It's a lot of money involved. It was time well spent through 8 years without any interruptions or any hate or any negativity. It's just go ahead and
120
do your
hours a
game.
week.
Yeah, just go do your game, and that's the difference. And that is what Microsoft, I think, is trying to do also with the new studios they have. They're trying to do the same type of level of commitment with their games because the end result is going to be amazing. It's going to be worth every every minute of those developers and creators' time. And I think that's why it's resonating so much with so many people. In every way. Like I said, even if I'm not a big fan of it, but I know and do as a gamer, I recognize quality and I recognize innovation and I know it's there. I know it's there. It's really mind-boggling. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's dope. That's good. I'm glad.
Well, he
Especially for the fans.
let them know who you be.
Okay, well, yeah, guys, you can find me on Twitter, obviously, Most Powerful Gamer. You can find me, obviously, here on the DirectX show with my family. And let's talk about it now here with Ghost as well, which is an extension of DirectX.
Yep.
Then also, you can find me on the Micropod of X with Microbox, which right now, we're in a hiatus because there's a lot of personal issues that are more important that are being taken care of, which, is 100% understandable. And I wish him nothing but the best and that we're here for him still, no matter what. Also, you can find me in intromediagaming.com with Mr. 100, which is my Facebook group and an online group website, and with my family and friends with the new legal at Direct Gaming, and in the Infinite Rooms of the D Expansion, also on Facebook, which is also my gaming group with New Legal. Plus, I don't know if you guys know, I just started. I'm going to start a new show I want to be the host of the show, obviously, with my co-host Dorian, the new legal. But it's going to be to bring people in as well, but in the most occupied, venue that you could possibly have with gamers playing games 24/7 all the time, just to see if I can find an audience there as well. And the name of the show is We Got Next. Basically, is an homage or throwback to when we were in the arcades, when we would stand online in the cabinet, put our quarters on the marquee, and say, I got next. But since it's me and Dorian together, well, I use the word we because I plan to include people like, that are on Xbox that we rock out with that don't normally do YouTube. We could come in like Master Chief, Burke, and we do these shows with gamers that are playing games, not just talking about it. It's going to be on Mixer. I'm going to try to do it once a week, more than likely on Saturdays, earlier on Saturdays. So hopefully, if I have to do it another day, I will make the announcements on Twitter and on social. It's for those who follow me there. But I hope it comes out good. I had the first episode up already. You guys can check it out. The audio's a little bit off because it was too loud, the game, but I promise I'll get that sorted out for the next episode. So you want to check it out, come through, please. It means a lot to me.
That's what's up. E-Rock, let them know who you be, brother, where they can find you at.
Hey man, y'all know the drill, man. It's E-Rock X. You can find me on YouTube and on Twitter. It's always great to come in here, man, to the Direct X show minus the fraud and talk about gaming. A lot of great topics, and hope to see you guys again soon.
Yes, sir.
Triple Cup Chuck.
Man, it was good, man. Hey, appreciate you for having me out here, man. When I seen the link, I was like, man, hell yeah, I'm finna get in here with Ghost, man. It's the home, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody on the panel, man. Y'all, huh?
No, I said you keep holding it down with the vibrations all the time. I wish I could join more because I don't really get to read comics and entertainment, but you holding it down over there, boy. You holding it down.
Appreciate it. I've been trying to do something, man. Y'all all motivate me, and I hope I motivate y'all, and we can motivate each other. We can get it all together. Even the people out there in the chat, man. I see y'all as your boy Triple Cup Chuck. Man, look, my name Triple Cup Chuck. But matter of fact, the easy way to do this here, right, y'all, right here on Ghost Channel. Just go on, just scroll to the playlist, playlist channel and stuff like that. You go to the channels and just subscribe to all our channels. E-Rock, you know what I'm saying? Or He-Bat, Kaleidoscope. Anybody you see my name on there. You know the one with the gambit picture right there. With the little shiny thing. Yeah, that's me. Check me out. So bam, all you gotta do is just see all of us and just unsubscribe. And I do my thing. Y'all come rock out with me. Y'all just what I'm saying, get in there with me.
Yes, sir.
That's most definitely
nice.
Man. And as for me, I'm your boy Ghost Rider 730. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's talk about his show. We had a blast. My brothers on the panel. I had a blast with y'all. God bless y'all. For y'all out there on the comment section, thanks for stopping by. And whoever tomorrow or 2 days, 3 days from now, they wish to stop by and watch the show, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to everybody on the panel. He-Bot, E-Rock, Triple Cup, Khalad, even 100. You know what I mean? J-Long, the rest of the bros, man. Like, because these guys right here, we all gamers, man, and we speaking the truth. Sometimes these ponies be wilding, and we got to put them in check. But not, you already know how it is, guys. Xbox is the best box, man. Peace.
Peace.
Make sure y'all take a bath tonight.
Subscribe, guys. Peace. One.
Literally, not just in Red Dead.
Oh, that's fucked up.